Nipponese are fascinating breed.
I think I went live just as you said that. That's hilarious. Hello, guys! Hello! I'm here with the gang again to play some more gosh dang Ace Attorney.
Pow pow!
Bow bow and thanks to Mifa for following. I'm just gonna replay it because it's cute. And we're also gonna replay this one.
Yeah.
Thanks to Excelsior for following the channel. I'm so sorry. I butchered your name again. Okay,
We are professional buddies.
Professional baddies. Yeah, so last time we met the professional baddies and some stuff happened. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I had to do all of that by myself last time. That was grueling. Today I'm
That's
very
okay.
you
did great.
Yeah.
You did great.
Thank you. Today I'm very cold, so I have my blankie and I have my tea. How
And
lovely.
a bunch of voices.
Yeah,
That's comfy.
and a bunch of guys to voice shit for me. Anyway, we're gonna move over. Hello, we're gonna move over.
Don't call Vanzix shit.
Mifa has the blankie too. That's so cute. I love that. Okay, we're just gonna switch over to the game overlay. Ta-da! Ain't that a fresh look? Yeah, I got stream labels
Fresh.
for the latest tip, cheer, subscriber,
Yes.
and follower. And I put a sub count and a follower goal. The sub count goal is 25, and when we reach it, we will unlock the third emote. I still haven't gotten the art for the second one, but we will get both. And we're gonna vote in my Discord. We're gonna vote in my Discord who gets the what emotes get in. And for the follower goal, when I reach 100 followers, we're gonna arrange a community game night.
Yay!
Yeah, we have a few possible games it could be, so we're gonna see. Thank you, Mifa. I've worked very hard on how my channel looks right now.
You really did.
Yeah, I've been tireless.
Great.
I even had to learn CSS from Argo for some of this. So I've been going at it, and Tanu, hello, welcome. So today is it's a day.
It's a day.
Yeah.
It is.
So 5 more subbies and we get another emote, and 8 more followers and we get a community game night. And the goals is there at the right at my legs. It updates live. It updates live. And
My feet cease.
yeah, and Ducky is here to encourage people to follow. Please follow or Ducky gets sad. Anyway, let's just continue. No, I don't have a million voices.
You don't?
I still have
Oh,
Iris
right.
though.
Oh, right. Iris is next to you.
You can't
Where
even
is
see
she?
her. You can barely see her. You can
Please get a crate for her. Order, please. Let us resume proceedings. Witness, you will now retake the stand.
Yes, they're gonna testify again.
baddies.
Who's gonna take
jeez.
Greggy? Who's gonna take Greggy? Who wants to take Greggy today? Everyone has taken Greggy at this point.
I guess.
Everybody
I'll
was
take
Greggy.
him.
Okay,
So they can
sneak.
take Greggy.
Who wants to do Greggy? Sony?
I can take him, it's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sony takes Greggy. Okay.
I presume you heard the Defense Counsel's summonation examination.
Sorry.
Santa.
Santa. Sorry. My life is so...
Okay.
Fluff.
You get it.
Oh, yeah, governor.
I did.
God.
I love them so much.
Oh,
Mr.
Single
and Miss...
line, just-
Wait, I'm gonna do this one. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. There we go. Did you hear that?
Cool!
This is gonna be hard work. I hate my life. Okay. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Winterbanks.
Well, I'm soon as wearing it.
It It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes up to Lukey Locket.
Jesus Christ.
I love your Ringo voice so much. That's so good, RJ. However, that was a lie.
Just full of shit.
That was a lie. You brothers are liars.
What do you mean?
I love you guys. On the night in question, you rifle through the items on the victim's counter.
No, nothing of the sort.
How'd you figure that out? Ow!
Oh no.
You will now give formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question. And this time, you will tell the truth.
No more lies. Argo.
It was Van Geeks.
It was Argo.
Arr, arr. Each
Also,
lie that passes your lips serves.
Yes.
Also, we are not streaming in the chaotic streaming. We are streaming in chaotic gaming.
Oh
Teppy
shit.
just gave me a warning about
Ah,
that we are not. Yeah.
Okay, okay, let's just move really quick.
Let's just move hop over there.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, sorry about that. I totally. Oops.
Yeah. I totally forgot too. Don't worry. I totally forgot we were streaming in the wrong cave.
Yeah, just typing to Tippy. Sorry, we're dumb.
Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment.
That's 13.
And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing
you're-
the light of day again.
You're counting how many times he crushes the glass? That's impressive.
Yes.
Yeah, the glass and the bottles.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
A thought worth pondering, perhaps.
Say no more, Gov. We here yet.
We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach!
No, you're an apple.
Apple?
Illegal entry. The whole truth.
The whole truth, no bullshits.
No
Alright.
cookies this time.
We did knock a few things over, but we weren't riffing for nothing.
It was when we heard the gunshot, see? Made us both jump and all that stuff went flying.
Well, I'm in a fright. We was thinking the shooter would come out the door and get us next.
We stuck everything back when we found it scrapped straight into a back.
Couldn't have shot a pawnbroker, see? And never even had a chance, did we?
Hmm.
You admitted the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Windybank's countertop in the night in question.
Not ransack, Governor, no.
That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidy up, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their messes.
When you say it, we hardly sound like gruff at all.
We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't you make us sound a bit more cutthroat?
It can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Winterbanks that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. I mean, maybe it's the third brother, whoever he is.
Gregson?
Yes.
Just standing there,
That would make sense. He has a power, you know, to make it
just
work.
watching.
Mata. If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place?
Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we?
We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admit to something like that, people would think we want something no good.
Oh my god! The two dudes with skulls on their lapels are up to no good? No.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies?
firing of me, old China. We only land ourselves in even more trouble.
And in fact now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourself in even more trouble.
Ah, well,
That's some tomfoolery,
That's rotten luck.
says the rotten apple eater.
Witnesses. Explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
we never ransacked nothing.
Uh-huh.
Right, Nash, right. More than you tidying the place up.
Sure, okay, I believe you. Okay, I believe you. Oh, sorry, my...
You okay?
Yeah, my OBS is just being a cunt. There we go.
A cunt?
Yeah.
Oi.
Oi.
Mm.
Oh, he's
Alright.
he's exasperated. These little bitches. So what you're saying is, the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much, you knocked all those things off the counter?
Hey, shock one of us that much, yeah? This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on.
Look, it was loud, alright? I may be dead granny when I woke up with that bang.
Big bro ear screamed like a boom baby and fell over on the counter.
Yay! I now have a date with Mohi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna teach him how to eat chips with chopsticks.
Oh my
He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick and some skull and not.
I got tangled up in some marionette.
There goes my tongue.
Bye-bye, tongue!
I got tangled up in some marionette. What knocked over a picture frame? What knocked them scales on the floor?
You've really mastered working quietly then. Battle!
Whoa, Rocket! Big Granny would have been scared back to her grave at a collide like that.
Is she dead or is she alive? Choose. Gee. So in
Different
short,
grannies.
yeah. we have two
Yep.
grannies. They're lesbians.
Oh my god. The reveal.
Yeah, the Skulkin
That's what
brothers
you're about.
have the gilfs. Yeah, Pepper, you get it. So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise, and your lesbian grandmas.
And then some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, BAM! Wouldn't you know?
Hard
The
Heartburn
third
Gregson.
brother is angry over here.
He's a heartburn Gregson.
No.
Is he the grandma?
Is he the lesbian grandma?
Wow.
Take the mustache off.
And he's the lesbian grandma. There you go.
You got.
Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add?
Okay, that's just me.
Well, I keep saying, I don't appreciate being a lot bit with these scoundrels.
No. Something to add about their testimony, please. Something relevant? You seem to react just now at what Mrs. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something?
It's probably nothing, of course. I won't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
How about you just tell us what's on your mind, sir? Please.
As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now. Dead?
What? I hope you know I don't have headphones. I'm just watching this, and every time I walk past someone, I look at them in the eyes to show my dominance.
Mhm.
What a mood.
Amazing. Claim you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot.
Might have, Gov. Might have. Does ring a bell now you mention it.
Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. Can't help but feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, fellas?
All women are queens! Shot.
Nope.
Wow. That'd be so
Wow.
funny.
If I discovered the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I should be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them.
God damn, Aji is serious biz.
He's salty.
He's serious.
Serious. No gifts.
Easy, easy.
We'll get it right this time.
That's it, yup. It's going back to me now.
Sure it is. Shut up!
Then speak! Supplement your testimony with whatever details you miraculously return to your questionable minds, sirs.
Source.
Right, yeah, Gov.
Let's go, Gov. Give me that gun. Okay. So in fact, you heard the voice and then the gunshot almost simultaneously. That's a word I can say.
We did, Gov, we did.
I know. I suppose we are being honest. We are like kind of a wavering voice before the yell and all.
If you don't want to get shot, give me that.
Oh, that's you.
Ah!
Ah,
Oh.
kind of thing.
Why are they? Why did they not become actors? A career in
They did the
acting
baddies.
tragically missed. I know.
Great Salvador, those guys.
They would be great.
Mina is Ryu.
Yeah, I am due. I'm soft and stupid and need a 10-year-old
Thank
girl to put me in my place.
Oh, okay.
You I heard that. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
Of course we could. From the other side of that door behind the counter it was.
From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. Huh.
And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Windybank.
On me Grammy's life. Of course it was.
Isn't she dead?
On his granny's life. Of course it was.
So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Winterbank and the sound of his voice?
Eh? So that would mean what?
You what?
What, Nash? What? Any ideas?
Yes, Counsel. Indeed, it would.
Indeed.
Nah. We didn't know the geezer.
You sure?
How am I supposed to deny it when the bloke and all the fancy plumbers giving us evil eye?
I love that they can't agree on anything. They really did not agree on a story before coming here. And it's glorious.
Hmm.
That bottle's about to change its trajectory in a minute here.
Yeah,
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
that bottle is about to kill someone.
Yes,
Oh,
that witnesses.
oh, my granny's life it is.
Is your granny in life? It's really easy to check.
On his granny's life, it must be.
It's a good job his granny is dead.
To summarize, then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor.
You make it sound like we're clumsy.
You are.
Don't forget we tied up to like good little boys.
Anyway, the way I see it,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You're saying that Mr. Winterbank had a gun in his hands?
oh yeah, bet that was a sight, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other must have got pretty heated.
Wait, what? Huh? How does that make any sense?
Gunfight.
I mean, be just for each other that we are the geese that say, if you don't want to get shot,
It really sounded like it meant nothing. More of an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Windybank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times.
But wasn't that what he was shot with?
People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required.
No. He would readily kill himself. Van Seeks, I think you have false information. Yeah, okay.
But someone being himself, of course.
Good.
Good grief! Extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Pretty much.
well, it certainly sounded like it was Rage Bullet Trigger the other night. Only a person he was gonna shoot beat he was gonna shoot beat him to it. Cook this goose proper.
Bet he wished he squeaked the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun."
And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot.
It was more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun!
Bam!
Eh.
Kind of thing.
Yes, a career in acting very tragically missed.
And we are the sound of someone hitting the deck. For everything went that quiet.
After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up.
Maybe you should have become cleaners.
Actors, cleaners, thieves, pick your poison, guys.
Yeah. So, you didn't try to open the storeroom door then?
Not in your life.
It went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind up right at me. But anyway, it was locked, weren't it? No way that was opening.
Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe.
It was, Gov, it was, from the inside.
Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we?
Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like, through the keyhole or a spy hole, perhaps?
Don't ring no bells, don't light no lights.
We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that.
We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day... we'll really cut the mustard!
Please, cut it out.
Mm.
Please stop!
But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away.
Yes, unfortunately. Tina was there, unconscious, with the gun in her hand. The weirdest situation on the planet. What? Why?
To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gov, that's right.
Couldn't have, even if we wanted to.
Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes!
We was a bit hasty there.
Like, from what they're saying, does that mean that there were 3 guns at the scene and not 2?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Since if they were telling the truth, then that means that Gina had to have a gun, and Winterbank had to have a gun, and they had a gun, so that's 3. That's a lot of guns.
This is America. Oh no, wait.
Wait a minute.
I was watching a video about like a Christmas song.
Yeah.
And one of the variants that had happened in America was just like he had a gun. It was like
It was, Ash. It was.
that's the
Truth
most
be told.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, go
that
on.
was the most American version of a song I've ever seen.
When Santa has a gun, it's obvious.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It was, Ash. It was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when we lot turned up.
If you're shaking like a leaf, they'll put a loaded gun in your head, you dumbass!
Good advice, miss. Good advice.
Truth be told, me mind went totally blank.
She's angry. Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your head!
Wow.
Sorry.
And mental homemade mess.
I'm making a dumb voice on purpose, I'm sorry.
After that, we liked it down the street, but
Acting.
apparently we dodged. Apparently we dodged the couples somewhat. So they clapped in the dobbies on us like winking.
And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah.
Well, listen, that proves it, doesn't it? Eh?
I don't know. And why should we believe that?
Eh? What? Well, cause it's true, ain't it?
The place was totally empty when we went in.
At that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head.
Ah!
In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Windybank. Correct?
You've got it, mister.
Down to a T.
They're so happy.
Her face is just really funny to me.
Yeah.
Like, eh.
Eh, like why are they so happy? They're like, oh yeah, we did crimes. Yay.
Yeah,
Crimes.
What's
Yay,
the- what-
crimes.
What's the opinion? Making crimes make you happy? What?
Mm.
They do a little trolling.
Be gay, do crimes, just like their grandmothers.
I mean, Gregson is there. He doesn't look happy.
It doesn't count. He's not the real brother. Look at him. He ain't even fun. They need their
What?
real third brother. Who's
Poor
the...
Gregsy.
What is he gonna be? A pear and an apple. What's the third one? An orange! He's gonna be an orange.
A banana.
Wow.
A banana.
A banana?
A fish.
A banana and a pajamas. So, the Skulky brothers never actually encountered Mr. Winterbank. Is that really true, I wonder? That's it?
Hmm.
That's the full extent of their testimony. Okay, I'm actually... What is it, Bruno?
Yes?
You look very fierce. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired. Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something. Something important. It's nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it. Well, feelings can be very logical at times. Sorry? People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. Don't you have the lie detector bracelet, Bruno? Do you want me to make you one? You can take all that in, and your brain will quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling like you described. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why. That's all. I think you should trust your instincts. Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5.
That's actually not wrong.
That's not wrong. That is Bruno in a nutshell. We're rifling for nothing. Okay, we heard a voice. Okay. The bloke was holding a... They should have just... What? Yeah, this... What? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I mean, I feel like it's this one. Because if they didn't see him, how would they know this? But I have no idea what I should present. Maybe I should examine the gun. The gun.
Your neutral special.
So, there's ammunition still loaded in 5 of this revolver's 6 cylinders.
Yes, which tells us that only a single shot had been fired from it.
Oh my god, Iris,
Okay.
no! Drop the gun!
Not the gun!
The bullet that hit Hurley, in fact, isn't it?
Yes, it happened almost as soon as we walked in through Winterbank's door.
I'll make those brothers pay. God, I'm so angry.
Is there anything interesting on this gun? Don't really see anything. Nope. Not a single thing of interest.
Interesting.
Hmm. Mm. Wait. Should we... Wait. The picture, right?
Wait.
Yeah, I was thinking the picture of
He
the...
doesn't have a
yeah.
gun. Should we take this one?
Fucking dog.
I have to give it a
yeah,
try.
Yeah.
About that one.
Let's try. You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winterbank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gov. You got the picture.
Yes, Nash, yes, no question.
And yet, the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winterbank was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more?
Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. Is that chronologically?
Chronology.
Chronology. Well, chronology is severely lacking, counsel.
Yeah, that's right.
Too right, Nash, too right. The old geezer could have been about to turn the tables on the girl, eh?
Hardly likely.
No, I'm afraid this won't stand as conclusive evidence. Continue with the cross-examination, counsel, and heed my early warning, witness.
Skulking's never skulking.
Hey. Wait. Should I... press...
Mata!
You're saying that Mr. Winterbank had a gun in his hand? Okay.
Yeah.
But it didn't take life, so what am I gonna... This confuses me.
I can plan. Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Well, let me see the... Let me...
Oh, that was not... Okay. It's okay, Iris is cute.
She baby. She
baby.
daughter.
Bobby.
Hey, Pappy. Okay,
Yeah.
And if you just press things again? No. If I can skip, then that's not it!
Can I see the new statement we got?
Did we get a new statement?
Yeah, the just before the gunshot we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." That was the new statement added.
That was the one I just pressed. Like, I pressed it. I'm 100% sure.
Alright. Damn.
That was the one I literally just pressed it.
Well, I just want to see the statement. Really, I not felt like I know you don't.
Wait, is it this one? Just before the gun? No.
Wait a minute, wait, just before. Wait. Can I see the autopsy report again? I want to think about because there's something I want to think about. Let me see the autopsy report.
Where's it again?
It's that one.
Can you
No.
I know.
Okay.
God damn it. Where is it? Autopsy report.
Oh, there it is.
Here it is. A report prepared by the Scotland.
Can you press the fifth statement again?
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You wanted to see it, so...
Yeah.
Winterbank, 1 to 1:30 a.m.
It's
Single
a death
bullet
for me.
wound. Instant
Well, if it
death.
was instant
I
death,
think
how
you
was he
should
able
press the
to?
fifth one again. Yeah.
No, he yelled before the gunshot. Give me that gun. But the fifth statement. Was it fourth or fifth?
Fifth. Just press fifth again.
That's this one.
Maybe something will pop up.
Fired your gun at Herlock Sholmes. Yeah. 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 This is the same as usual.
Okay. That's.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do at this point. Do you press
Okay.
everything?
Last statement maybe. Last statement maybe again.
No, I think she pressed on everything pretty much.
I can press on it again. And then I'm gonna go through it with Iris as well. Because now it's gonna auto loop again. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No, so... What? So, just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." The bloke what owned the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl.
Yelling at the girl.
So he yelled at her to give her the gun while he was holding a gun. That
Okay.
makes no sense.
I think there's a there's got to be a contradiction there.
No, but that is a contradiction, and I just pointed it out, and that was incorrect. So I don't know anymore.
Well, maybe we presented the wrong evidence.
But that wasn't. It was progressed. I don't. You're saying we should present something to this again?
I don't know.
Okay.
What?
Let's check the court record again. Autopsy report pushing.
Okay.
Single
yeah.
bullet.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
This?
Do that. Yes, do that.
Oh, yeah, because if they heard the gunshot immediately after, he would have been shot at the counter.
Just do that. Just do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winterbank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gup. You got the picture.
Yes, now she has, no question.
Wait. Do you think that there's like some weird like double crossing going on here? That like maybe he did convince Gina to give him the gun, and then at some point it came into her possession again? No. I don't know. I don't remember this case very well, actually.
That's good.
And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winterbank was not holding a firearm of any description.
Eh? You what?
Like, I think maybe... Do you think that this might be true? Like, that what they saw were true? But that they're lying
Like-
about some other bullshit?
called them
Like, I don't know.
Bennett. That
They
ain't
came
right.
out of life so far.
Yeah. I don't know.
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Windybank's gun was found at the scene.
It indeed was.
Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand.
Uh-oh. Oops. Oops.
Yeah, that mole tool used used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun. Ah!
Kind of thing.
Say exactly where you are, right there.
Oh,
If the crime had taken place as you so colorfully described in your testimony, he would have been shot in the stomach, you're right. Or like his chest, or something. It would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moment you just acted out.
Goodness, are you sure, Counsel?
I'm a dumbass, I wasn't even thinking about that.
you intrigue me, my learned friend. Let's see some evidence to support your claim.
Because it gotta be the autopsy report.
Where is the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's
Gotta be
portrayal of the victim's
The
final
autopsy.
moments?
Yeah, because it says that he was shot in the back, right?
Back.
Yep.
Yeah. So the heart, the
Instant
bullet
death.
entered the body from the back on a gently rising diagonal trajectory. Eat it. According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun!" followed by the gunshot.
Indeed. With the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we've been led to believe.
Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind. So, as I've stated before, there's an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the God's honest truth.
It is, Nash, it is! What he shot at, mate?
Shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw with our own bleeding eyes.
Then the only thing that would mean is that there was a third party with a gun. What the hell? Because, like, if he was holding it at the time of his death, that would mean that Gina definitely wasn't the one holding it.
Yep.
If this is true, of course. They could still be lying, you know. Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Winterbank holding a gun, so you admit to seeing him. I see. I see. I see. I have caught you now.
Something like that might have slipped out.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sleepy today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw, with their own eyes, the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person.
Nash,
Yeah!
Order! 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 Witness, explain yourself at once.
Well, the thing is, it wasn't supposed to,
Oh shit.
It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witnesses would be the death of you.
Oh gee. It sounds serious when he says it.
Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies?
Perjury has consequences in today's attorney game!
What? Never.
Never!
Ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is, see, we,
cut it out, Nash, cut it out! If we blab now, you know what he'll tell us to do.
Oh, who? Who
You
is
know what
that?
he'll do to us?
He. Who
Wash
are
the
they
dishes.
talking about? Whomst? It couldn't be a certain
Benedict Cumberbatch.
egg. Egg.
Let's make your position here
Egg.
perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you.
Wow.
Bro, come on! The game's up!
But how the guts for Carter's?
He does sound like the type. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. So there was actually this other guy that we were trying to recruit to be our brother, right? But he didn't really want to, so we had to move on to Gregson.
I see.
On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim.
Indeed.
I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place.
Well...
Jabba, shh, buddy.
Do we have to?
On pain of death.
Oh, wow.
I suggest you make yourself fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth.
Sure. That's a good one. Encounter with the victim.
Alright. So we just got inside the gaff and had a sigh of relief when the geezer show his mug.
Give me a gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we would add it.
Ghosts. For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter.
That's hilarious.
I pulled my gun on him, and then he
bad.
like threw that door into the back room.
We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all happened, I swear.
What?
So you're now telling us that the moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom. You in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop.
What? This is so confusing. I'm so confused.
Because they're lying all the time, so you don't even know the scene.
Yeah, sorry.
It's really like... Okay, so
Well,
what's the lies now?
we find ourselves at an interesting conjuncture. This changes matters considerably.
But honest, Governor, this time.
It's time, Nash, this time. We ain't got nothing more to hide.
Very well, counsel. For the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Hi, sir. Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for!
I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this.
Right.
You're not-
You guys figure out the cross-examination. I gotta go feed my puppers, so I'll be back in a little bit.
It's okay.
Okay.
Have fun feeding puppers.
What?
Alright, we just go inside the gaff and let's stay over here when I get a shot's back.
When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Winterbank?
Well, sorry, I mean, that's right.
Was keeping a close eye on the entrance to the gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was gonna come out of the back room like that.
The back room being the pawnbrokery storeroom?
Yeah, that must have been where it popped up from. Only place could have been.
So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises.
Which means Vinny must have been there in that point as well.
But that doesn't make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Winterbank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, that seems more plausible with a sort of hide in here, I can hear someone coming scenario, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in that case. Did you see the accused at that time?
What? That mole taller? Couldn't tell ya.
It's you, Argo.
As you see, I noticed.
No way, Cobble. We had bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just lost it.
You mentioned that Mr. Windbank shouted those words in your previous testimony too. However, you claimed that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door.
Did we?
But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he?
Well, yeah.
Was the victim... Oh,
Excuse me.
excuse me, what?
Who said that? Who said that in the gallery?
Yeah.
Was the victim Mr. Windybank wielding a gun at the time?
I'm telling you, it's always Herlock.
Whatever. Limey, a great ugly body yard pointed straight at me front, spice.
So, what you're saying is... You definitely saw Mr. Windybank with the gun at the time, is that correct?
It is, Gav, it is. Spot on.
Then I'll say you came at us, see it?
Uh-huh.
It was Bella, and I didn't even know who was going for who.
You were clearly all going for each other.
Like I said, we thought we had it, I mean...
Yes, I noted that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too.
yeah, of course we did.
You know, got a load of books, a candlestick and some skull whatnot.
That got Tanga and some marionettes would knock over a picture frame, would knock them skulls on the floor.
So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter.
Well, Big Brother here went flying over that counter like a gunshot, I can tell ya. Then the old geezer pinned him.
He did, Nash, he did. If you ain't been there, the bloke would have flooded me like a blooming pancake in seconds.
At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via secret table from the pawnbrokery. Who freaking drew that?
Ah, yes, dick butt.
There's a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim.
That's right, when the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street. They ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they?
Poor Mr. Windybank. He did everything he could to protect his shop.
Aww. Okay. Go time. Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windybank?
No, never. I was just, you know... looking out for me bruv, weren't I? He was being flattened, don't forget.
By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes.
And then, the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away, then ran through that door and shut himself in.
There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true.
I wonder why Mr. Windybank ran away into the storeroom.
What?
Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him, with a gun.
Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Windybank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windybank's hands again?
I have no idea, but it is strange, isn't it?
This little inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it.
Look, the point is, me and my brother here.
That's right, Ned, that's right. Mina Brov here.
But, you say you had nothing to do with it.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing, Guff, nothing! The old geezer went and shot.
Nothing at all.
Locked it was from the inside.
We know it was, because we tried to open it.
It's a decent door, that one. Going strong. Wouldn't budge an inch.
So in the end, the situation remains unchanged.
No, it doesn't.
Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person.
This is...
The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade.
This makes no sense! Ah!
Then prove it.
It will indeed appear so. What say you to that, Counsel?
I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could possibly have shot Mr. Windebang? Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
It was me.
I mean, there's the hole in the door, right?
Yeah.
It was you, Barak Van Zix.
It was you, Van Siegs'
I mean, yeah, if
left leg.
if Bob really had a gun like they were saying,
So-
maybe someone took it?
Like, they literally could shot him when he went to the storeroom before the door was closed.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It
but
could have been.
Yeah, there could have been. I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin! I love it when he says that.
Hey,
Not married.
You could
Yeah,
have
What's
but
that
been
look
like,
for?
Mr. Skulkins!
What?
Don't you steal Ringo from me?
What?
What? From the moment you admitted that you'd encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely.
It did.
What is your point, my learned friend?
That's what he says when he challenges me. It's so sexy. The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Windebang? And it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. But I'm saying even if the door weren't open, there's a window in the door.
Winder!
Window.
What do you mean, Winder? What is this Winder your Nipponists keep talking about? You
Shut
have
up.
my attention.
Shut up. Get yourself a this
Window.
lame cravat.
Excuse me, I let you know this cravat was made from the ideal fabric.
Sure, Jan.
I'll have you know.
I'll have you know that I style my hair at 5 a.m. every morning.
You don't need to style your hair, you wake up like that.
Wait a
In
minute.
that case, let us return to this plan of the premises. The victim was killed in a storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts. So pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could be there?
I already know. It's gotta be he was standing outside the door.
You must now provide answers to the court in respect of two conundrums.
2, my lord. Twice as many chances to be right, maybe.
Listen, Ryu, you have 2 apples.
Yes.
Then you added 5 apples.
Uh-huh.
Then your cousin met you and
Okay.
took some of the apples.
Oh no. How
Find
many?
pegs. Find
Yes.
pegs.
Listen here, counsel. If there was an incredibly large person on the rail track and 3 people on another side of a rail track, would you pull the lever on the fat guy? Indeed. Namely.
Guilty!
Yes.
Me doing
From
math.
what location? From what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at the time?
What is your favorite food?
Oh,
Potatoes.
Wrong answer, guilty.
Understood, my lord.
Are you alright, Bruno?
I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I am sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely.
So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answers to the questions posed by his lordship.
Aye, sir, I love being tested. Okay.
Yes, this is exam.
Looks like a little face.
If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun.
My theory.
And please
Like
do
a-
not select outside the building.
Wait, can't.
Please don't do that.
Argo, is that like a.
I don't think it's an actual.
Okay.
It's an actual clue.
No,
This
I
is not a
meant.
clue. This is me saying you not be a dumbass.
No,
Looks
I
like
was.
a little guy
I'm
drinking from a
asking, do you
glass.
get an achievement for doing it? Is that why you're challenging
No.
me?
No.
No,
No, you don't
But
get an
if you,
achievement.
but if you want
but you
achievement, I will-
could. No, I'm kidding. No, you know you don't.
No. Wait.
Maybe. I mean, you
So-
could do it.
Listen, I did it too and I got it wrong. A wise woman once said to me, think outside the box. And I thought outside the box and I got bit. So,
and I wait outside and somebody bit
The defense
me.
believes that the culprit
Yeah.
could have shot the victim from his location here.
Interesting. And in answer to the second question, assuming the culprit fires from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? And
Here.
please do not select outside.
Here. Here.
Imagine the shooter was outside and the victim was also outside. The murder.
The murder
could
took
happen
place on
completely
the
different place.
street. There. Oh, look, his little figure is so round. Cute. The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom. Good.
Outside the box.
Yeah.
I told you not to pick me. No,
You weren't taught to think!
Proceed.
Proceed.
Ooh, synonyms.
Mm.
Mighty
English!
power of
Oh
the
my
trick.
god, you're so clever.
Oh my god, Swirl's hair! You know so many words!
Oh my god.
That's so cool! Oh my god, like, wow!
Did you hear about the guy on the football team? He knows cinnamon.
God.
Yes,
He got
as
an
you know,
A on
Nikonese,
his
this is
lit
legal.
test.
I let you know that I finished with the highest grades. I was top-rated British Marine.
I see. Mr. Winterbank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death, which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired? I mean, also in theory, like, they have been telling so many goddamn lies at this point that the door may
So
well
many
have been open when he was shot.
So many lies.
There were so many lies that the victim is probably alive.
Probably.
So, you are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom.
Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony.
According to those dick pack pictures.
I pulled my gun on him, and then he led through a door into the back room.
If Mr. Winterbank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time.
Oh!
It was at precisely that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life that these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom.
Yeah!
Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial?
Dick butt, dick butt.
Dick pack.
God.
On the defining of Scotland Yard's coroner.
Oh yeah, actually, that makes sense. That actually is very consistent with the gunshot. Now that I think about it, if you're running, you're kind of like leaning forward, and that would
But why
explain
are
the
you running?
trajectory of the bullet looking like it went sort of upwards.
Yeah.
report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself.
Or he was running. It makes so much sense.
Poor man. Double, he was running as fast as he could to safety.
Oh, of course! He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body on an upward trajectory.
So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Winterbank.
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside.
Yeah, so I guess the person to do that in that case would be Gina. I mean, yeah. Like, okay, guys, let's do a little thinking experiment, right? If a dude came running at full speed into a room where you were hiding, gets shot in the back and falls on the floor, what would you do? Would you just leave the door?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just leave it open.
See ya.
Let them come get me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd just be like,
Gotta
Lay
live a
down.
little,
And
you
pretend-
know?
oh,
and
I
pretend to
think
be
I
dead.
left the oven burning.
Gotta
Hiding
live
what's
in
wrong.
the 5 seconds before you get shot too.
You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room.
And wait, is that then also why she has the gun? Because she took it to protect herself?
I could see
You
her doing
also
that.
claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock.
Oh, but I didn't claim that. Shut
No,
up. I
but-
think it was Gina.
No buts.
What if someone else
If
locked the
that's a
door?
butts, mister.
Yes, there's someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. Gina.
Is that so?
Van Zeeks is turning into a very angry dad.
He's literally always been like this. There's not been a second of this game when he isn't that.
Very well, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom. In which case, who shut and locked the storeroom door from the inside?
Gina,
Herlock
100%.
Schultz.
Gina.
Oh my god, I can't
It was
believe it
Hedlock.
was. I can't believe it was Strongheart.
I cannot
can't believe it
believe
was
this guy-
Aggie. Can't believe it was
It was
Gregson.
Greg. Oh my god, maybe it was Gregson.
Guys hanging from the
Can't believe it
ceiling,
was
like-
Van Six. Oh my god.
I can't believe it was
Susato, how could
everyone.
you? Susato, how could you?
Susato, what the fuck?
Sissy! Okay.
What the hell? Susie.
Are you so tiny no one noticed her?
Yep.
Just
Obviously,
sitting
the
down.
person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
That's absurd.
No, it isn't! If someone,
It is.
came running into a room and then just falls dead on the floor, you'd be terrified! What are you talking
No,
about?
that's absurd.
No.
No, how could you? No. Oh, the humanity, no. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room? No. For what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck.
I am inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel.
9 to 10 Santas agree.
Yes, that's a tricky one, that, isn't it? Come on! She was scared.
Half-baked notions have no place in my courtroom. Remember that, please, counsel.
But of course, Ginny would have locked the
You
door.
sure about that, Judge?
It almost goes without saying, doesn't it?
Yes! Good. It does? You're just, oh my god, how do you survive in a world every day when you're this foolish? Like, ugh.
Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, a guy just fell dead.
Yeah.
Those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they?
Oh, yes, obviously. Before the two brothers arrived, Mr. Strahd and Mr. Winterbank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Winterbank must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom.
Intruders, eh? That's us, bruv!
Yeah, that's me!
If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom.
Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Bang.
Bang.
Bang!
Yeah.
Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Winterbank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment?
I see where you're going with this.
Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Winterbank. As soon as that thought struck Mr. Strahd, she slammed the door shut and locked it. In order to save her own life. Mata!
But I mean, we ain't the ones who done it.
Oh, who was it then?
Wait, Gov, wait! You gotta believe us! I mean, come on! We never shoot on no one!
You did! That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. There's only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Winterbank's murder. Okay, that doesn't solve the puzzle in the end. No, the three brothers, they look as shady as the dead forest.
Where is the Crystal Palace?
Wow.
That was amazing,
Well,
Bruno.
you just call them a tree. What the fuck?
Holy shit, your god sold it so badly, you got called a whole goddamn forest.
You're that shady.
All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now.
I know, first time ever, and probably the last.
Well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll give us a verdict of not guilty.
That's uncomfortable.
An admirable effort, my left
Looks like it
friend.
hurts him to laugh.
Yeah, okay, but okay, I have
Kinda does.
but I have to say,
I'm wearing too tight clothes.
yeah, if this is true, then there had to be a third gun. Because otherwise the puzzle doesn't add up. I think wait. So when would Mr. Winterbank have shot his? Because I don't think I think the one that killed him was either the brother's gun or a third gun. So does that mean because okay, so basically what this fucks up is the fact that Herlock was shot, right? If that was the brothers, then and the brothers shot Mr. Winterbank, then there would be 2 bullets missing. So if we go by that logic, Mr. Winterbank wouldn't have shot himself with his own gun. So if we assume maybe while he was out there, he shot his gun somewhere, and then the third gun was shot by either the brothers or someone else, but where did that gun go? And then the brothers shot their gun and hit Herlock? So there's a gun missing. Where's the gun? What's this now? What is it? He's laughing? That's creepy.
You find the situation amusing, Lord Von Zeeks. I myself find the defense's argument unpersuasive.
Is he throw? Okay, he's not throwing it.
I dare say. Such chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performers in a provincial eastern nation.
Blah 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 blah.
But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable petty forgery here.
What? What?
The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly credibly cannot and will not stand. Susie, what the fuck is he speaking? I didn't have those words.
Yeah.
Because you see, it contains a fatal flaw.
A fatal flaw? I think it's about the gun. I think there's a third gun involved here. So many guns. So many guns.
You mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing?
I say, oh yeah, I think that was me.
Yeah, okay,
The last time I was here. I say, Lord Von Zeeks.
He's still looking at yours too. I feel so disgusted when I see him.
Might be an
You
idea
might
to
think-
explain this bully conjuring trick on whatever it is to the troops on the ground,
The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand.
Ah, there it is. 14.
Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets,
George, count bullets!
No, wait, stop,
Yes,
stop.
Let's count together.
Stop.
No.
We still don't know for sure. Did or did the bullet not exit Holmes's body? We don't know that yet. We don't know for sure that the one in the calendar is the bullet that hit him. Actually.
Oh dear. You noticed then. Whoops.
Huh? What's everyone talking about? Oh my god! I can't believe.
Counsel.
Huh? What? Yes, sir?
Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime.
2. 2 bullets.
Correct. The first, that which he hit the victim in the back, ending his life.
Yeah, there's a missing third bullet here. Where did it go?
And the second, that which struck the detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, on his arrival at the scene.
Oh gee, you guys sound like you have a history. Oh geez.
Indeed.
The detective.
The defense presented a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in the proceedings.
The bullet which injured Mr. Sholmes appears to have been passed through his body to strike the calendar.
But wasn't it shot in his, like, stomach? He was holding his stomach, right? How would it end up that high? Wait, that actually makes no sense. What? That can't be the bullet that hit him. I don't think so.
Don't know.
Your lordship understanding is correct.
I don't know about that.
Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident.
I think there's a third.
The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windybank, and the Skulking Brothers' revolver.
Oi!
Wait,
The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun.
Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each other.
Now then, my learned friend, you yourself told the court only moments ago that these 2 brothers shot Mr. Sherlock Holmes right before your eyes.
yeah. So if apple and pear over here, if apple and pear over here, if they shot Jones, then that's bullet 1. So bullet
Pardon
1.
me, I need to use bathroom.
That's totally chill. But we don't know. We don't know if the one in the calendar. Calendar is question mark. We don't know if that's the one that shot him. Like, especially due to the doctor juror. Didn't he say something about... Oh. Maybe he knows something. I don't know. Yes, I did. He works at the same hospital. Like, I was thinking this bastard.
Oh my goodness! I think you'll find. Oh, this one was me too. Fuck.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
If the single bullet that was fired from the brother's gun hit Mr. Sholmes, it means.
Winterpeg, not shot by same gun. Stop. Only 1 bullet. Stop. Oh. I forgot. You guys
Exactly.
remember the Russian revolutionary? He's here today.
Yeah.
No, I am not. I'm not
You
a
little
revolutionary.
mouse.
I'm just a
This
tourist.
little mouse.
Yes, the Nippon street performer presented an ostensibly credible argument. However,
Okay, so let's say question mark for now. Shot Windbank.
pew.
Pew. That's bullet number 2. But maybe
1 bullet,
Yeah. But
2 bullets.
maybe Winterbank
Ga.
shot
3 bullets.
something,
Ah.
and that's bullet number 3. That's what I think. So there's like a question mark for who shot Winterbank, because it's not Jaina. So we just put a
Counsel, what are you noting there?
I'm doing a puzzle.
A puzzle, you say? This is not Leighton.
I'm gonna get Layden. He's canon.
It was never anything more than a diversionary trick with no hope of standing up to scrutiny.
I'm gonna get Layden. He's gonna help me. with his puzzles. Oh, now you can see Iris when he dies.
I was like, hello.
Hello,
I'm here.
I'm here on his dead body.
RJ. Is RJ not here?
RJ's not here.
Order.
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 Let's go.
Order.
There it is!
Mute.
Oh,
15!
Pray.
15!
For the courtesy of flinging
Will we
the
get you
wreck of
20
his
before
Halleck's
the game
nectar
ends?
into the public gallery.
I hope so. We just need to make him angry.
Make your bets, everyone. What will be the final number?
Who will be the new bride? Catch it.
Wait, you're the bride, Van 6? No, Van 6, let's go.
I am now. But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with criminal conduct.
Also, do the brothers?
The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print which depicts her threatening the victim with a murder weapon.
Ah.
And I have here in my possession one more piece of evidence the prosecution wishes to present.
That disc!
I'll be taking whatever it is of McGill down to the yard, thank you very much. No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is. Mine. I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to McGilly has to be taken in as evidence now. Talk to myself.
Yeah, lovely. Imagine me last week.
Yeah.
Yes, that music box disc. McGilded's music box disc.
The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Windybank.
Shit.
The accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her. And with none of the subtlety of pickpocket, I may add, but by brute force and brazen impudence.
Good gracious!
Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no depths to which this girl would not stop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. The court forgets that fact and its peril.
Hiroshi.
Hiroshiko?
I see. I think it would be prudent to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel. As a grim testament to the...
Defendant's character.
Excuse me, Craigsy, do you mind?
No.
Lorben 6.
Inspector Gregson. What? Why is he acting so weird all of a sudden?
Yes, Inspector?
I mean, yesterday with the yard and the prosecution service, and I think it was agreed that that disc wouldn't be used as evidence.
Why? Are there secrets on it? Let's listen to it.
Secrets.
Secrets, hee hee. What's this all about? Why's the inspector acting strangely? That's the first time he said anything to Van Seeks at all.
I am unaware of any such meeting.
And by that he means he ignored it.
But those were the instructions right from the top. The government bigwigs were insistent.
I don't care.
Inspector, I am the prosecutor and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you.
But I don't care.
The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord.
Indeed. Bailiff!
Yes, sir.
The prosecution has established the accused's motive, opportunity, and baseness of her character. There is nothing more to add. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decision and rest my case.
Good! That means I have more time to fuck around. I don't believe it. I had the jury on my side for once. For all of 5 minutes.
Oh dear. It wasn't even for 5 minutes, Bruno.
Lord! Oh.
Oh, my lord. Wonder if I might say something at this point.
Proceed, Mr. Foreman.
It's something about a big fog up to now, if truth be told. But, all of a sudden, the answer's fully obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it.
Oh no. We got a summation
Very well.
examination.
The court will hear from the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings to defend it. Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, it's fine.
Say.
He says it in such a funny way. I
You
love
say.
him. You say. It makes me happy. Every time I hear it, it's so amusing.
You say.
Yeah, he just goes, you say.
You say?
we have a consensus.
Yes.
We have a consensus among the jury, it seems.
Consensus.
Consensus.
Sus.
Die?
Sus.
When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
You can't just take a Sherlock quote right now.
That's my line! I wrote that for Hurley. Fuck you!
Oh,
Ah! How dare he use it against us! Oh, I'm gonna have him!
I love her. Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet.
Oh, how dare he! How dare he! Oh!
There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot with the window bank. That's beyond any doubt.
very well.
Examination, examination.
We will proceed with the second examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other jurors ready?
Garrett Deb's squadron is primed and ready for action, sir.
Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty.
Okay. He's so tiny. Look at him up there. The tiny Santa good dude. Haha.
Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breeds to us law-abiding citizens.
By the way, Argo, you get Juror 6.
Of course I do.
As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted.
You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. I never imagined that simple operation caused me such grief.
I mean the one where you left that scalpel inside his body. The accused attempted theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
I am ballistics expert. I have been seeing many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns.
Look at the little mouse. Oh.
Look at that little mouse, he's so round.
He's so round.
Whittle mouse. Oh, I want a whittle mouse too. Together with my duck. We're gonna be a little family.
It would seem that there is a little remaining room for doubt.
I have to admit, I was rather bowed over by the argument by Ford with the chap in black.
Oh, he makes me sick.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. I love that movie. Well, no more!
The whole courtroom is turning against me.
It's not fair.
Iris?
The prosecutor's being mean. Just because Ginny's done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, it doesn't make her a murderer. Go to hell! I'm gonna get on his shit! He's gonna die!
Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter.
Yeah, get ready to eat that one too in anger. Have fun.
Here's to the truth coming out, eventually.
Yeah, it will. Don't worry about it. It will.
That's enough.
Preamble.
That's enough preamble. Council, proceed with the summonation examination.
Yes, my lord. Yes, me lord. Okay. Look at the idiots in the background.
Yeah.
Who?
You can barely see fucking Ringo in the corner. You can see his fucking nose.
And his
What Ringo?
mustache.
You just see a bit of
Hiding.
his mustache.
I love that they have to
Thank you.
be there. Like like it really makes it feel like a space that's alive, which is so funny.
Yeah. Just waiting.
Yeah. Just because Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, hold on. Stream lagged.
Is it-
Oh, well.
I tried to have it on the lower quality so I can actually. But are all
Anyway.
members? Yeah. Are all members of the British Army so quick to judge?
I beg your pardon?
Oh.
Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces? The greatest military organization in the world?
No, I'm
No.
simply illustrating my point. Making assumptions about people because they're a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and dangerous.
Well, yes, might have a point there, I suppose. Let's not forget the girl had already shown she had it in her before.
I swear to God, I hate this position. Like,
She just wanted to
I
survive!
just want to stab him in the eyes.
Oh wow, that's
Ow.
aggressive.
Okay, eyes, damn.
That sounds like a problem.
Wanna take them too, why don't you?
He's literally been ogling Jura 2 for like hours now. Like, I want to go up there and punch him. Stop! You're
No, no,
married!
no,
That's
you want-
creepy!
No,
You wanted
want
to stab him in the
eyes.
eyes, not punch him.
Maybe he just wants a maid. Because he
No!
he lost his last mate, he was another one.
Oh,
No!
man. Woo,
I
boy.
refuse to believe!
No.
I hate this
I have
user!
the opportunity.
I hate
She's
him!
criminal. She's clearly a criminal sort through and through. Can't deny it.
When you say that she had it in her, are you referring to this?
Exactly. Tried to swipe that only a day earlier, Or am I mistaken?
Not exactly. Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that.
I've never actually seen the real thing. Can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Oh, yes, of course.
I didn't even realize that Garrett was
Herlock
Like-
time.
Married?
peeking on. No, it was like I didn't realize his eyes kept darting over to the
Yeah.
maid next to him.
Oh yeah, it's so noticeable, like...
I don't
So-
know if it was intention, like if they
Yeah, I don't know
actually
if it
meant
was
for him to
intentional or
look
not.
at the maid.
No, they do!
but
They do!
it's really funny. They do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
View,
they do.
View
They do.
explicitly
Creepy.
points out that he's ogling her. Several
Oh.
times.
Oh my!
That he's more
Creepy.
interested in juror number 2 than anything.
Yeah. Like, Ryu points it out. Like, it's not like an accidental thing. Like, he looks at her specifically.
Pretty
And
cringe.
exactly. And Ryu is pointing out how it's kind of weird. Like, it's kind of weird. And then ordered every type of music box you could find from across Europe. He did
God,
make that
look at my
caramel
man.
copy. Look at my hot man.
Don't
love
shoot!
him.
Nope.
We still don't know what's in place though, do we? I'm gonna shoot him. Juror number 1, hiya! But I'd love to see how the original compares to Hurley's copy.
McGilda's disc. Could it be a clue somehow? Perhaps we should examine it in more detail. Oh, yes, sir, I will. Let me look at it.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Do your thing, Iris. Oh!
Oh, Bruno, look! There's blood!
Ching! Yeah, you're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood.
Do your
Actually-
thing, Iris.
Yeah. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Aha! That is my time to shine again. I thought I'd be waiting forever. Kaboom! Alright, hold still with that disc, Bruno.
Can we get this done quickly, Iris?
In a flash. Boom!
Iris, do your thing, and she just grabs the disc and starts like going ding 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 ding, and spinning it
It's
like
the
a
egg!
music box.
Oh my god.
It's Egg! Egg
Egg
was at the
was
scene!
It's a green egg.
Yeah! Egg was at the scene! That's his blood on the calendar.
Green eggs and hams just took a whole new level.
Wait,
Holy
that
shit.
color.
What is it?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? Yeah, I know. Oh, look at that! Look at that. We know. Wait, can we not talk about?
What? Champ.
Hmm?
Oh!
From McGilded.
From McGilded.
Poor McGilded. That's the man you defended in court a couple of months ago, isn't it, Bruno?
Yes, or rather, mistakenly defended. I wonder what his name is doing on the back of this disc.
I wonder what his name is doing at the back of this disc.
That's a question I'd love to know the answer to myself. But wait. If that's the case, wait, can we go to the blood samples now and, like, compare? Because... Yeah, this has to be egg, because we know this was egg.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
We know this was egg, so... But I guess we can't confirm it yet.
And it doesn't make sense since, you know, Sholmes was clutching his gut.
So this is blood, probably from somebody's fingertip.
Well, deduced, but not just somebody's fingertip. Mr. Benedict! Okay, Mr. Benedict's fingertip.
The man dressed all in white?
Benedict.
Yes, it happened,
Cumberbatch.
Eggard, Benedict. Yes, it happened at that afternoon in Winterbanks. Gina tried to snatch this disc out of the man's hands, and the sharp little bumps cut his thumb.
So the lesson is, if someone tries to grab a music box disc from you, you let go quickly.
The lesson is don't snatch things, surely.
No! Snatching things are fun!
Okay. I wish it would show, like a mark. Oh well, okay. It's the number of bullets that has you convinced?
Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maids asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
Well, it's logical, I suppose.
Although,
Yes?
sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china.
Does your employer dine with thieves?
So I suppose, if there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware, I'd have to reconsider my position.
A third bullet somewhere on the scene. Could that be possible? I mean, I can't prove
I
it.
mean, you
We
can't.
don't know. We don't know
We
that.
don't know? Okay. I mean, I was thinking about
Okay, then
third
tell me
bullet
where's the
there.
third bullet then.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
think-
I
no,
thought
I
the third
think-
bullet
I
was on
think
the
it's the-
calendar.
No, I think it's the one that hit Herlock. But I don't have the
Yeah,
evidence.
but you don't have evidence for
We don't
that.
have
No.
evidence.
So, so
Maybe later.
unfortunately, only 2 bullets were discovered by the police during the investigation.
Yes, I know.
Right.
And I don't imagine the good men of Scotland Yard would have overlooked anything. If I missed a bullet while I was cleaning his lordship's office, well, I should receive a sound scolding, I don't doubt.
And he should receive a visit from the police, perhaps. Sounds like a crime scene to me.
A third bullet.
It would completely turn things around if there was one, wouldn't it?
Do you think we might find one lying around somewhere?
Maybe. I think it's the one that hit Herlock, but the question is, where do we get the proof? So if I've understood correctly, you need 2 pictures. The left eye one and a slightly different right eye one.
Snee!
Oh, sorry.
Exactly. Then you can see the scene in 3 dimensions, like this.
So if we have 2 bullets, I don't suppose you can see anything useful with them.
I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here. The only person who can shot the victim is that girl in the dock.
How can you be so sure of that?
Think about it. The Skulking brothers shot the great detective, didn't they?
Yes, that's been mentioned once or twice.
Well then, Shirley's coming into focus now, isn't it?
This is a waste of time. I'm not gonna change this man's mind anytime soon. Just move on.
Crazy eyes.
Yeah. Okay, what is it? Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here.
Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it's nothing to do with this trial, to be honest.
Huh? What?
Beg your pardon?
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet has simply vanished from his stomach.
Hmm.
It's quite inexplicable, don't you think?
He ate it.
Herlock! Did you
They
eat
just-
it?
Stomach hurts.
First
Anyway,
it's the
stomach
weeds, and now it's the bullet. God damn it.
Yep.
I almost don't want to ask, but this surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on Herlock Shams Herlick. Herlock. Herlock?
What's the fellow's name now? Herlich? No, Herlock? Herlock?
Herlock Sholmes, by any chance?
Yes, good lord. It was the Herlock fellow.
What?
What are the
You're the
odds?
surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes? And you might have left a scalpel inside him?
Oh, that's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques, I might add, was a fairly major op, I can tell you.
This is crazy. It is.
I like his-
There's only
I like
5
he
people
always-
in London.
I like
Only
it,
20
his
people,
hands are like permanently in that position.
Yeah, because you can't
Just-
get them dirty.
Yeah. It's just funny.
Let me see. The fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They say he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot. But the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb and I couldn't find the bullet anywhere. So I'm afraid I had to throw up my hands and just stitch the fellow back up.
I hate to say the obvious, but
Yes?
surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting. I don't think so. But where is it then? Herlock, what did you do with the bullet?
I
RJ.
ate it.
Sergeant.
The counsel for the defense is correct. As it clearly shown in this photographic print,
The bullet that the Skullkin brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region, then exited his body and lodged into the shop wall where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you'll find it's really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally.
Ha! Who do you think I am, son?
Well, juror number 4 is about the best I can do.
As soon as I saw the wound on the man's stomach, I flipped him over.
Like a pancake. That's a funny image.
It's like, flop. Wow.
Are you saying that you checked his back?
Of course I did. And there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all.
Then it definitely hit Egg. What?
That's the point! That's the only logical conclusion, was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards.
Telling you he ate it.
He
This
ate
is exactly what I said about slicing him up. And I'm still none the wiser, even now. How many times do I have to say it? Can someone please explain me how it happened? Can somebody please solve the mystery?
It's almost
Is
as
there-
much of a mystery as how this jury was put together.
Is there someone that knows about guns and weapons here? Anyone?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
What do you mean you're in for a busy day? Forgot to say. Stop. Do excuse me. Stop. I'm communications officer. Stop. A communications officer? Does that have something to do with sending telegrams? Everything from personal messages written by members of the public to the latest news in the capital. I convert all the messages into Morse code and tab it out to the entire world electronically. To the entire world? Thousands of miles of cable under the sea. Stop. Worldwide communication network. Stop. Information is transmitted to and from all corners of globe. Stop. Ah, yes. She was getting equally worked up about radio waves or the like before, wasn't she? I specialize in communicating information from government departments and newspaper offices. I see.
I'm sure I shall have to wire the newspaper reports of today's guilty verdict later. So no sleep for me tonight, I imagine.
Let's just finish the trial first, shall we? Oh, it's time! It's time! Tell us what you know. I thought you were just a tourist. Here we go again.
Was he reading?
A
Good day.
dictionary.
I am visiting London for sightseeing. No, it's like a talk book. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please.
Some kind of dictionary. There's no way he's just a visiting tourist.
Student's book.
So you're a ballistics expert. Who knew?
I have much experience with guns.
Ah,
I have lived through many, how do I say, extreme, violent, blood of,
Extreme violent bloodbath, perhaps?
that's it!
those extreme violent bloodbaths.
He's very long
Violent?
Violent. He's very long now!
Violent?
Look at him!
Violent.
Oh no!
Like squish.
Is he okay?
English very difficult tongue.
Is he okay? Save him! Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue.
Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, you ask me.
Oh, we gotta. Okay.
There is nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve.
Oh, I have just a mystery for you. He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure.
But, if possible, please, only in Russian language.
He's not very confident in his knowledge of English, though, is he?
No. Still, we should bear it in mind. He's our man if there's a mystery about guns or bullets. Oh, I'm so excited. Minceeks has managed to convince everyone.
When you have eliminated the impossible, he said. But he hasn't! Fuck him!
If we're gonna fight back, we need more material. And we have to fight back. We have to turn this trial around again. Turn the trial upside down. Yeah, okay, fuck you. All of you others, you can live. Okay. I can't wait to hear this one. Those two statements clearly contradict the idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other. Ha!
Oh, a ballistics expert.
Pitting. P-E-T-T.
On the night in question, Mr. Sholmes was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers. But since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume that the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Sholmes' body either. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot. However, that's not... Okay, that's... Juror number 6.
Hello, my name is Villain. Pleased to meet you.
Villain.
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 Ew, I wonder
Do you
what's
find
the
my name
joke?
funny?
I am
What's
here.
so funny
I
about the
am
name?
here to sightsee. Okay, this apparent contradiction in the facts that is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery?
I have seen very similar situation in Motherland. It was night. There was a blizzard. I was running away along mountain road in freezing cold.
I love the little mousey. Look how gentle he is when he's not angry. He's taking such good care.
Did you not meet my mouse, Chonosuke?
Oh my god! Chiyonosuke! It's... Golly.
The snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles and they were on dog sleds.
Mental note! Don't ask too many questions!
I was shot from behind and I fell down in snow.
Oh, I love Little Mouse so much.
And this situation was very similar to what I hear today from doctor. They could not find bullet in my body. And no sign of, how do you say, exit wound.
And where did the bullet go?
Bullet never hit me.
Well, if it never hit you, why did you fall down?
Bullet hit frozen wall of ice very close to my side.
What?
One small piece, very sharp, broke away from lump of ice and pierced my body. It made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound.
Good gracious.
But then what did the bullet hit?
Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside me. And that is solution of mystery of disappearing bullet.
But that doesn't answer the question at all.
Hmm.
The shooting happened in a pawnbroker shop. Not some snowy mountain road in another country.
Just an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here.
You know. Where exactly was Hurley shot again?
Well, according to the report, in his stomach. Sort of around this area, I think.
Well, that's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt.
Oh, right. A pouch. Actually, I might have noticed something like that. Yeah, the one with the...
Yes, a pouch with the... It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations.
I can do it. It's fine. What? Really? Oh, it's the glass, right? Unless the vials aren't made out of glass. Doctor, where's the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing?
Well... The fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
So Mr. Police must have picked it up? Yeah.
If I may.
Lord Van Seeks.
While I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination, I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom.
Sorry?
As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Ah, thank goodness. I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment.
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with all other evidence relating to the case. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred.
Then let's see it.
Very well. While extremely unconventional during a summonation examination, I must demand the prosecution present the item in question with all speed.
It's you.
Bring forth Mr. Herlock Sholmes' pouch!
Ooh, I bet the third bullet is there!
I see.
You see, one of them is broken!
So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question,
Oh,
is
I
it?
got you now! Look at that! One of the vials is broken and the letter around it is scorched black. It's almost as if the vial exploded.
Exploded!
So, that night, the bullet from the Skulkin brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
And it was the glass vial
If vial?
exploding that caused the fellow's injury. As a vial?
Yeah,
Way to
I
say
guess.
vial?
I guess it's the old way of saying that.
This bullet did not penetrate victim. It was
Yeah, it's
deflected
pronounced the
into the wall
same.
of shop.
No. I think it's in the pouch. I think it's in the pouch. I think it's in the pouch. I think it's on the pouch. Give it to me.
A delightfully complex aroma.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
So it has no bearing on the truth of this case.
Yes, it does.
The bungling and burgling brothers shot the detective, and the accused shot the pawnbroker.
If she didn't shut up.
The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered.
Ugh.
But at least the mystery's solved. I can sleep easy tonight. Thank you, young man.
Da. Thank you very much.
Glad I could help.
Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will
Sequester?
sequester this scruffy pouch as evidence.
Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy.
Yeah, give it to me. Give it to
You're
me.
scruffy.
Now, the summonation examination.
Sorry, I have new evidence. Fuck you. Yeah, I want to see. Come on, it has to be there. It's really scorched badly just here. Look, the bullet. Yeah, the bullet clearly entered.
Oh, the strap is broken. Look.
Let's see where the bullet hit then.
Let me see. Yoop.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is! It's a bullet! It's there! What the?
Snap.
Iris, look! Behind where the broken
That's like
file was, do you
tonight.
see it?
Ah, that's the Skulkin Brothers bullet.
What a stroke of luck that it hits this pouch. Wow. This is an amazing discovery. What this means is, there were 3 bullets fired at Winterbanks that night. Yeah! We found
exactly what that juror was talking about. The third bullet.
Time to press that juror again, I think. Mina is really, really excited right now. This file has been smashed to pieces. Presumably, this is where the bullet struck.
As soon as the bullet hit the chemical in that file, there would have been a really big explosion. Kaboom!
A big explosion?
Well, Hurley's potions and chemicals are amazingly useful for the investigation work he does. But they're also quite tricky to handle, safely at least. They're very dangerous.
Oh,
I'm sure that when this file broke, the chemical inside would have ignited. Kaboom!
note to self, always walk on the right-hand side of Sholmes in future. The left is the danger zone. I love the fluff text. Himmy.
It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion.
Please, my lord. A little more time. After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue. And you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. There's still a way to turn this around, somehow. I'm sure of it. Yeah, juror number 2. Juror number 2. Oh, right. Oh, I can't. Yeah, we need to press right in here. It's the number of bullets that has you convinced.
Only 2 bullets were fired into check out the... No.
Third bullet somewhere on the scene. Could that be possible? I can prove it! It's called the third bullet. Allow me to show you then. The third bullet. That's exactly what it's called. I love his little sword stance. So cute. Here it is. We discovered it just now.
So proud of himself.
Yes, on the night in question in Winterbank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired. Mutta! Shut the fuck up!
No. What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer?
You literally just gave it to me! You gullible piece of shit!
Where did you find that bullet?
In the pouch you
In your
just gave
pocket?
me! Did you look at it? It was lodged inside Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
What?
This pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes' waist before he was taken to hospital. And since then, it has been touched by no one, according to you.
Do you mean to say the shot fired by the Skulkin brothers that night?
Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch.
But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already know the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes. It's clearly visible in this photographic print.
I think this one is Mr. Winterbank's gun. I think he shot this one.
Ah,
2 guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence.
yes. That of Mr. Windybank and that belonging to the Skulkin brothers.
And examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each.
Oh!
But that must mean...
That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, we cannot and must not pass judgment. Okay. Don't give him a heart attack. He's old, dude. Please.
I'm not!
Order, order, order! While this subordination examination remains incomplete, the court have been presented with new facts.
Do you think he constantly has a hangover?
Facts that would
this-
appear to shake
this is
the
a
very
grape juice.
foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. As is my prerogative,
Your prerogative.
Prerogative.
Yes.
as is my prerogative in this situation, I hereby temporarily suspend the subordination examination.
Wait. What?
By Jupiter!
What?
Bailiff, bring the witness back to the stand at once.
They only need to walk a few steps. Chill out. Wow. Greggy, what did you do? Greggy!
Witnesses,
Governor!
were you listening to proceedings while the defense carried out the subordination examination?
We was, Governor, we was.
Perhaps we can dispense with this tedious preamble. Simply answer one question. A third bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Oh shit.
Make of it, Gov.
Is it one of yours?
I don't make nothing of nothing if I can help it.
Good blimey, Gov, good blimey. Not a chance.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
Oh, I think they did.
What? What? Never! The Skulking Brothers walk alone.
It's just the two of us. That's our trademark.
How soon we forget poor Sulky. Sulky Skulkin. Ah,
Only
yes.
2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The third bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
Yeah, where is it?
Well, me, that's an head scratcher.
Counsel for defense.
Yes.
I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. The third bullet and the mysterious missing firearm for whence it came.
Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear what this third bullet tells us about the Skulking brothers. They had a secret accomplice. I think there was a third person there.
Argo, what is that noise?
What is what?
What?
Your mic. What is that noise?
There's like, yeah.
No, that's not me.
No, it's Argo.
Oh god, Argo, Jesus.
Argo?
Oh,
Argo? Oh, did he mute? Oh,
Oh.
it's okay. I think they had a secret accomplice. We'll just push on.
yeah.
On that night at Winterbank's pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man. I mean, you don't know if it's a man, but I do think it's a certain egg. The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice, but the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present, someone carrying a gun.
Idiot!
I was gonna take him for the time being. Sony.
An accomplice, you say?
Oh, you're
What?
back! Hello.
Pigs
Oh.
will.
Ah,
These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a third man. If this apparently rat-like being exists,
that's 16.
the cards must be shown hard evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed.
Ah! Hmm.
The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence, that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character.
Well, I already know who it is. It's Eggy. the Skulkins are lying. I know that. But how can I ascertain the identity of the person they're hiding?
Oh, Counsel?
I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice, and reveal the person's identity, even. In response to the prosecution's demands, my lord, the defense is... I would say ready, yes. Are we ready, Argo? What do you think?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes. I think it's the blood
I'm a
samples.
prosecution. I cannot help you, you fool.
Let's go for it.
The defense is ready. I believe I can provide all the answers the prosecution demands.
So, my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say.
Yes.
This promises to be interesting.
I have to push forward now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me, if it will make a difference.
In that case, Counsel, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question, in the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have it that there was a third intruder present at the scene?
I'm guessing that it's this blood sample portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah. The evidence is right here, in this portfolio.
By Jove! That portfolio again, is it?
Do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific.
Ah!
You claim one of those blood samples proves the presence of this third intruder. Well, which one is it?
It's... Oh. This one, right?
I think.
I mean, it could be this one, but I think it's...
I
Maybe
think
it's
it
that
might be
one.
this one. I think
might
it's
be
the
the
other one
disc.
because this is unknown origin, but this is known.
That's right, okay. This is the blood sample that proves it. No,
No, it doesn't. Okay.
it was the other
Okay.
one. I
The other one. You perplex me, Counsel, by looking so pleased with yourself despite this
Because
question.
we're supposed to present the person afterwards. We're supposed to present who it is. That's the next question.
Yeah.
The next question.
Well, I think it takes a certain genius to give such a completely wrong answer, personally.
What kind of genius I could really do without. I don't think I can. See, I'm telling you. I'm saying it's this one.
What am I looking at here? There appears to be some green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar.
That's a bloodstain, my lord.
A blood stain?
Green blood. Curious, even for you. Is the court to understand that the intruder was some unhuman creature?
It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Sneak.
By the great detective?
New invention. Stop. That yet appeared in the stories. Stop.
It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger sprays a chemical that reacts with the different elements in people's blood to change its color.
Fogger.
Fogger.
Fog
Different
champ.
elements
Fuck
of
him.
people's blood.
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see, because it's made up of different elements. So, by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in the flesh whose blood it is.
Oh, that brings a whole extra dimension to looking at blood.
Talk of blood in courtroom. Stop. Very exciting. Stop. As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Winterbank.
Ah, a striking blue.
Yes. So you see, the green color of this bloodstain on the calendar shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shop.
Now hold fire there, young man! Could be from some unrelated incident, couldn't it?
No, we already established that. No, it's not unrelated.
Go back to fucking perving on the maid. You're literally not helping at all.
No. The date showing on the calendar is the date on which Mr. Winterbank was killed.
By golly!
Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day.
So whose blood is it?
Well, the Skulkin brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries. Which means it must be the blood of somebody else. The third intruder, in fact.
Doggy, what now?
Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is this alleged third intruder?
Egg!
Oh my god, Gina, how could you?
I mean, Gina is green.
Yeah.
The man's name is Eggert Bennett.
Eggert Benedict? What on earth are you talking about, Council?
He paid a
I've
visit
had
to
waffles.
He paid a visit to Winterbank's pawnbrokery on the afternoon before the incident took place.
And the accused attempt to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession.
That's right. The man identified by the defense, Mr. Eggert Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. And he had a gun! I think this is him.
Who took them in the end? Was it me?
RJ wanted him.
Oh, RJ.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Broker!
Yes, sir?
I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no?
Yeah, yes.
The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be turned at once.
Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull?
Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel, and needless to say,
Oh,
any music box discs too.
hon. Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc.
Should you
Corroborate. Yeah.
Could you corroborate this, Council Inspector?
Cooperate.
Cooperate.
Corroborate.
Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Windybank for a print showing the fellow.
There he is.
My dogs are bothering me. I think they need to go outside. I'll be back again.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Taken from one of his red-handed recorder governances. That's a funny
Gubbiness.
word.
Gubbiness.
Governances.
Yes, that's him talking to Mr. Winterbank that morning.
And you claim this man is the brother's accomplice?
Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin,
Never seen the geezer before in my life.
On me life, Gav, on me life. Never seen him.
Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears all witnesses disagree with the assertion.
I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Nipponese friend's actual assertion. Which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice.
Yeah, and I do. See, here's where we present the disc. Yes, and I can.
Then show us the evidence!
We were a little too fast. I agree. We must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is. Oh yeah, he is. He is. He has a gun. It's your time now, Eggy! This is the last piece of evidence. I've had a feeling that something has been missing in this trial from the very start. But now, I'm gonna drag it kicking and screaming into the courtroom, and by that I do mean Egg.
Are you ready to present your answer to the court then, counsel?
Yes, my lord. The defense will present the evidence now. Yeet! Proof that the man pictured in this photographic print was in fact the person struck by the third bullet. Should I present just the disc?
I think portfolio.
The portfolio. I'll try, okay. Into the portfolio then. Okay. That proof is right here in this portfolio.
Good gracious, counsel!
Does that portfolio contain the answers to every question posed?
I see you share my interest in claret-colored liquids, my Nipponese friend, but... Enough. The court demands to see fuller evidence. Which blood sample proves the man you identify was the one shot by the third bullet at the scene of the crime?
This one. As I mentioned before, on the afternoon of the day in question, the defendant attempted, deceitfully admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Winterbanks.
Which is when the aforementioned Edgar Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man then attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession, no?
That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It was following this that a minor incident occurred.
But of course, sir. Here's the disc for you.
Someone will have to take over for him. Argo.
Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Wait a minute! That disc! It's mine!
Yep.
Yeah!
Ah! What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal.
Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over its surface. Those protrusions cause Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed, and the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now.
Goodness, a bloodstain, is it?
My assistant and I have just analyzed the bloodstain here in this very courtroom.
Using my trusty fogger gun. Boo boo! Pew pew!
Sorry. Yes,
That's really foggers.
really foggers. That's what we're gonna use on this challenge.
Oh,
now.
I'm
They're so
sorry.
foggers.
I'm sorry.
Yes, and we added the results to this portfolio, and curiously, it's the same green.
I say,
And welcome back. It's green! It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar. The evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Mr. Edgar Benedict, who was in Winterbanks earlier in the day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night. So there was someone else there.
Look, those two brothers now! They're sweating buckets!
What are you talking about, boy?
My lord, it's the opinion. It is the opinion of the defense that Mr. Edgar Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify. I don't
Bring
think
the egg to the stand.
I don't
Oh
think
my
Eggy
God.
Beggy is his real name though.
What?
oh my god, excuse me.
Eggy beggy.
Eggy Beggy.
Becky, Becky.
Eggy Beggy.
It would certainly
They were like-
seem.
They were like, oh, we gotta change his name from Egg Benedict to Edgar Benedict to make it more believable, but it's like, it doesn't make it more believable.
It's an actual name, guys.
It's an actual name, that doesn't mean it's believable.
Mina, I don't think this game should be called out for believable names.
Well, I will. Because I'm shady.
Mr. Died Man. This has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law.
You're gonna pour more shit.
Sherlock Holmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection or some such.
Can you not say it like that? Please?
And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court in the land? Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plating are not fit to be called evidence. So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to your successfully proving that no other blood in the world would turn the same color.
Ah, well. Ah! Stop that.
And pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Shom's word for it.
Ugh.
Is he right? Is Mr. Shum's concussion a load of rubbish? you talking about? We can't let me get away with that! Ah!
But wait, we were still doing a summation examination. I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Sholmes' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body, but I could convince the jury. But what other choice did I have?
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before.
Excuse me?
About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination. Oh, in other words, you can keep going. The examination isn't over yet, is it?
Good grief! What did you just say, young girl?
Father Christmas?
Father Christmas.
And in a summation examination, the decision as to whether or not the trial continues is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it? Not the judge. Haha, or you. So the way I see it, it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention. At least, not for now.
Yes, she's right. We just have to convince the jury that it's legit.
Emily, you have quite the devious mind.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
It's okay.
It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Bruno. Is that about right? Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something?
Unbelievable. Mr. Jones's partner is a force to be reckoned with.
Iris Wilson, sharpshooter. Pew pew.
Stone Cold Killer.
Stone cold bitch. Anyway.
After that skewed precise of the situation, justice of the situation, from an entirely unexpected source. It must be acknowledged that the previous summation examination has yet to reach its conclusion.
This is absurd.
Well, you have to shut up during a summation examination, so go sit in your corner, sir.
Never.
Go sit in your corner,
Ladies and
Nancy.
gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for your final leanings in the
matter, sorry.
matter. It's okay. As proud citizens of Her Majesty's Britain, I am sure you will come to fair and just conclusion. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please.
Oh shit. Oh my god! Oh shit, he's saying. Yay!
Musai.
Musai! He says both of them really funny. Yeah, we won!
I wonder why.
2 called guilty and 4 called not guilty. Such is the outcome of the summation examination.
Fuck you.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage. The prosecution refuses to accept this decision.
On what grounds?
If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt.
I'm sorry, Lord Von Zeeks, but the outcome of the summation examination cannot be ignored. This trial will continue.
Huh?
Ah! Ah!
Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. The defense has very reasonably requested the
Subpoena.
subpoena of a new witness. But sadly, I fear that will be impossible.
What?
The name the gentleman gave for himself, Egbert Benedict, is quite clearly false.
I don't believe it. It's when I'd managed to prove the man was there that night. Could I say something?
Who was that? Who spoke?
It was me, my lord. Juror number 5.
What have you to say, madam?
If possible. Inspector. Snee.
Me, ma'am.
I
Yes,
wonder
really.
if you might show the photographic print to me again. The one in which the gentleman is shown. Oh, she might recognize him.
Ah, right, yes. This one, you mean? Of Mr. Benedict?
Hmm. Yes. There's no doubt in my mind.
You're number 5. You don't mean to say you know this man?
Yes, I know him.
What?
No.
He's like, no,
Good gracious!
no.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
What are the odds? There are only
Fucking
5 people
crucial
in London.
witness. Yeah.
The surgeon
Order!
of Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Jury number 5, how on earth?
I am a communications officer. Stop. As we can clearly see, the gentleman in the photograph is stop. Is also a communications officer. Stop. He works in my office. Stop. She seems quite enamored with him.
Okay.
A very talented operator, in fact. Stop. He should be in the communication station now. Stop. Tapping away on the telegraph. Stop. This doesn't seem right somehow. Can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right.
I suppose we all imagined the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night.
Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I thought something was wrong.
If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Von Zeeks, if you please.
Yes, my lord.
Make the necessary arrangements with all haste.
I mean, his theatrics fits
As
quite
your
well with the...
lordship bids.
Doesn't his theatrics fit quite well with the brothers thinking about it?
No.
Yes.
Chop over there.
The court will recess for an hour. When a new witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony.
Lovely.
Inspector Gregson,
Yes, my lord.
I should like to hear from you specifically about events at the pawnbrokery on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess.
Yes, sir, my lord.
Very well. Court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m.
Leave my courtroom!
Get out!
Get
I'm
out!
hungry!
I need a turkey sandwich!
I need
To
to
be
pass.
continued.
To be continued. Ah!
Yeah, almost.
Should we go on a little longer? What do you think? We've been like 2.5 hours. Do you want to go a little longer?
Part 2.
I don't mind,
3.
Okay.
I don't care.
but I'm gonna take a little bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Let's
We can
just,
take the break
yeah,
now.
let's just
Yeah,
take
for
let's
now.
just take a BRB and we'll go for a little longer. See you guys
Yep.
Yeah.
soon.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. Hello. We're hanging out in the antechamber. Woo!
Oi!
17th
shit
of
up in
April,
the
12:41 p.m. The Old Bailiff Defenders antechamber. Oh, Gina, who are you holding up? I'm starting to feel quite warmly towards her freaking cold shoulders now. It's a little cute.
Jenny! My cutie, hello. Are you alright? Why aren't you saying anything?
What's the point, eh? Why go to all this trouble and fight so hard, or like some me?
What?
Well, you saw it, that picture.
What picture?
Oh, you mean this? The photograph taken by Hurley's red-handed recorder. Well, I didn't think it would have captured a scene like this, that's for sure.
It's hopeless. Anyone sees that is gonna think I did it, ain't they?
Well, I won't pretend it wasn't a bit of a shock when the prosecution first presented it to the court.
Surely you gotta have your doubts about me now. You can't think you can't still think I'm innocent. Sorry.
Yeah. Of course I can.
Ginny, why don't you talk to us? Tell us what really happened that night.
Eh?
Bruno's cleverly managed to piece together a lot of new information, but still, we'd really like to hear it from you.
Alright then. It was after we had that dinner at your place, right, Iris? Then we all had a chat in your office, didn't we?
Yes, I remember.
After that, I just couldn't get to sleep. So I slipped out and went down the street to the Chuchuan, to Windybank's place. I had to know.
If I was the story was there or not. The Hound of the Baskervilles.
I don't know what's about or nothing. If you ask me, there's something in it that Sholmes don't like. Something what he don't want people reading. So that way you lied to Iris, I was sticking it in a lug with Windybank for safekeeping. At least, that's what I thought at the time. So...
That's me.
Oh, sorry.
So you broke into Windybank.
I just had to know if it was there or not. I mean, I had no idea all that was gonna kick off there. I struck the lock and snuck inside. What's a stalkers you like in there? It's like a oil lamp on the corner of a bit of a wick. And that's when... Ah! I nearly died, I did. And the next thing I knew... I grabbed the gun off the corner and was aiming it in the air like... I don't know what.
Argo.
Argo?
Argo?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, Gina saw them.
No! Oh, I'm sorry.
The elemental slip. Have you got it?
I'm just trying to get to the history and it never will let
I
me.
got it here.
Okay. Oh, you're the girl who was in here this afternoon. I didn't think pickpockets went for armed robbery.
He shows you a lot of papers, will you? A story.
Who's gonna take
I
him?
beg your pardon.
Argo. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I don't know
The hound of the. Okay.
Yeah, Hound of the something or other. If it's here, I want to see it.
But I'd sooner die than relinquish an article belonging to one of my customers.
I don't want it. What will I do with it anyway? I just want to see it here, that's all.
Oh, you want to see it, do you?
I want to know if Sean's really pawned it here or not. Please, just let me see it and
I'll go.
I'll go.
You there, bud?
Argo?
Oh, there he is.
I can't hear him.
Weldon.
Hello?
You sound weird.
Yeah.
God damn it, really.
Oh,
Oh,
there you are.
It was fine.
There you are. There you are.
I literally done nothing.
Okay, there you are.
Discord.
Keep going.
Thanks.
Oh, very well then. But for Peter's sake, stop waving my gun around, would you?
Oh, he was a kind guy deep down.
Sam and the old cobra unlocked the storeroom door, and we both went inside. It was there, alright. The mental script. Sean said well line after all.
The mental script indeed.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
called mental script.
Mental script.
You did all that just to check for me, Jenny?
Anyway, and there was a bit of a kick-up out in the main bailiff's shop.
The Skulkin brothers arriving on the scene, yes.
What's that noise? Someone's breaking in.
Dear me, is there some progress convention here tonight, or I don't know about?
I think I forgot to shut the door behind me. Sorry.
I'd better go and take care of it. Could I possibly have my gun back?
Oh, well, I come with you and...
Now, don't be foolish, young girl. You must stay right here. Don't leave this room under any circumstances.
he was a good guy.
I feel so bad for him!
And with that, he took a gun out of my hands and walked back out into the shop.
I mean, I feel bad for Gina too. That's traumatizing as fuck. Holy crap.
She's only 17.
Yeah.
I'm back in the storm, like he said, straining my ears and dodging what was going on. It sounded like it got into a bit of a scrap. I started to think I should help, see? So it's just about you got a storm myself, one.
Two
Bang.
guns. Yeah, 2 gunshots.
A couple of shocks go off. 2, I think. Almost at the same time. And there he was, right at my feet, lying face down on the floor. It was right next to the storeroom door, so I slammed it shut and locked it quick as you like.
Because you thought whoever had shot Mr. Winterbank might come for you?
Yeah, so I went to grab the old cope's gun.
Yeah, that explains everything.
I figured I'd put up a fire at least. When I got a better look at him, I knew.
He was already gone.
Winterbank was a goner.
That's so
No,
sad!
he was a pawnbroker.
I felt funny in me all of a sudden, kinda dizzy. And after that, I don't remember nothing.
She probably collapsed from the shock at that point. The poor thing. It must be when you passed out, Gina.
If I hadn't done what I've done, the old Cobe might still be alive.
Did you tell the police everything you just told us?
Of course they did. They didn't believe a word of it, did they? All they said was, if I kept telling lies, it'd make things even worse for me.
We'll be alright, Ginny. Don't worry. Just stay strong a little longer. Runa's about to pull the real culprit for the mill. It's gonna die! Pew pew!
That call was there in the afternoon. That Edgar Benedict.
Yes, him.
He looks not evil at all.
Yeah.
I still
No.
remember how he looked at me like I was nothing.
このスタンドだ。
Pathetic.
Pathetic.
He was there at night. Why would you steal a shop dressed in all white? Fucking dumbass.
He's like, I'm about to go burgling, and I'm gonna put reflectors all over my clothes. So I'm
Yeah,
sure that
yeah.
whenever a light shines on me, I will light up like a beacon.
Yeah. You just hold a dark, a black light to him and just fucking beam blinded.
It's like walking around with one of those like TV spotlights on his head,
Yeah.
just to make sure you can see him. We don't know his real name yet, but I'm convinced that he's involved somehow. Anyway, thank you for telling us what happened, Gina. I appreciate your honesty.
You what?
You can leave it all in Runo's capable hands now, Ginny.
Mr. Narrow, though.
Yes?
Narrow?
Narrow?
How come you trust me? I don't get it. I mean, I forgot what happened to me before. Come on, it was only 2 months ago. Me and McGill did. We told you a whole pack of lies. You got the buck trial off with him, even though he was a killer.
No. I could never forget that.
Never forget it.
Never forget it.
Oh.
I did what I thought was best at the time, but the pain of that error of judgment doesn't get any easier to bear. Still, don't forget that I also made you a promise. I told you that I'd be on your side to the bitter end, no matter what.
But what if I'm lying? You got your walkie to get an kill off the hook for I know.
I was once in your position, Gina. I was the accused in the trial.
You what?
Before I left Japan, I was accused of murder. As strange as it might sound, the circumstances of the crime were pretty damning. It was basically the same as this case was found with the gun in his hand. I was sure that no one would believe it wasn't me who'd done it.
Oh, Runo.
But there was one person who stood up for me, who believed in me, and was prepared to defend me. My husband. My best friend. No! Don't play that! How dare you! How
Cut
dare
the
you!
music!
How dare you pull out Nocturne! How dare you pull out Nocturne on me!
Who's playing that track?
You just like turn around and you just see Van Siegs holding like a music player in his hand.
Is this annoying
A
you, my
boombox.
Japanese friend?
Boombox on his shoulder! Like a boombox on his
Don't
shoulder.
mind me.
My best
You
friend.
jump to this tune.
uh,
Asagi Joe!
Asagi!
Ryunosuke, no one believes in you more than I do. Leave this to me. All you need to do is put your faith in me, and I'll do the rest.
I was so happy. I cried. Clippable moment.
Gay.
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 I was so happy I cried on the spot and he was just like
Yeah, just ugly crying.
Yeah.
Runo, are you okay?
But
Like
even
big
then,
Hansel, are you
cartoonish
crying?
tears come out of him.
yeah. But even then, somewhere
Those
inside
home
me,
antechamber.
Fetal position.
yeah, somewhere inside me, I couldn't help thinking, surely he doesn't really believe in me, not completely. But I was wrong. Oh, look at his pretty face. So mean. As soon as my trial began, it was obvious. that he had an absolute unwavering belief in me. It's like listening to it.
I'm sorry, I love that shot. It's just
Ryu,
so
Ryu, Ryu. Oh, what?
he's like, wow.
Wow. He looks so cool when he does
He
that.
looks so cool.
Oh my god, I'm a fan. And in turn, I developed an absolute unwavering belief in him. Since then, I came to realize, if you want someone to believe in you, you have to believe in the other person first.
What are you saying?
I promise you, Gina, that no matter what happens, I'll keep believing in you. So you don't need to worry. I won't let you down. Oh.
Yeah, even though I'm a diver and a no-good liar.
Why would I care that you are a swimmer?
You're not like McGilded. I know that.
Eh?
That's right. You're a friend, Ginny.
Iris?
We know you're better than you think. And we've come to the conclusion that you're someone we can trust.
Yes,
That's really all we need to know.
exactly.
Mr. Naruhodo, I...
Oh. She's a little baby. She's a little baby. I can't say that in a dumb voice right now. I feel so bad for it, but Argo has no remorse, so it's fine.
We're having a moment! Bailiff!
We're having a
God
moment!
damn it!
Yes, of course. Thank you. I've been both a defendant and a defending lawyer in my time, at the same
Why
time
does
as
it
well.
always get the dumb voices?
So I knew only too well just how hard it was
Oh,
to put all your faith in another.
I'm so sorry.
And I also knew
Oh,
just how hard it was to bear
Oh.
the burden of another putting all their faith in you.
God, I don't know. Like, just like it's such a nice little animation detail where she wipes the
Yep.
tears on her arm, and it just like
They don't even
like,
need to show her
my heart.
face. They don't.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just like
definitely.
she like there's so much emotion in her.
Mhm.
Like this game, fuck, this
Like-
game's so good.
This is it at last.
I
The
like that
final
when
chap-
she like
Yeah.
that one like when she's just standing looking straight at you.
Mm.
Just yeah,
Yeah.
it's really serious.
Like she's finally facing you directly. This is it at last. The
Mhm.
final chapter, the final battle. Wish me luck, Sato-san. And I hope you're watching over me too. Partner! Stop bringing him up! It hurts!
Hello, Capius. Did you call me?
Are you gonna talk about Asogi too? 17th of April, 1:41 p.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Yes.
I like how it.
There's like a little space between them now.
Yeah, dude.
I hereby call this court to order as we resume the trial of Miss Gino Lestrade. Is it
Real
Lestrade
polite
or
of them to make a
Lestrade?
little Lestrade.
Lestrade.
My entire playthrough, I just kept saying Lestrade.
Yeah.
Lestrade?
Yeah,
Lestrade.
Lestrade?
Lestrade. Eh?
She's actually
Restrained?
gay, excuse me.
Restraint. Restraint. Get the guardian. Okay.
It's just like
Lestrade?
Strong.
Lestrade?
Stop. Fuck, I can't
Gina
read 'em.
Lestrade?
Stop. I'm gonna laugh.
Are we gonna do the yes?
No.
Yes.
Lord Von Seeks, have you successfully subpoenaed the witness?
Are you okay, Father Christmas?
Okay.
The subpoena was delivered to the communication station where the man works immediately, my lord.
Shut up, you fucking gremlin over there.
However, the heavy rain has delayed the arrival of his carriage, it would seem. Also, I'm sorry for the gallery, it's pretty cheery right now.
Yes.
I see.
Just funny punnies. Funny punnies. Hee hee.
Then let us turn our attention to Inspector Gregson's precise?
Priestess.
Priestess.
Inspector Gregson's precis of the case heard by the Corps this morning. Declaring omission of the third bullet in your report as a serious blunder, Inspector.
A blinder?
A blinder.
Bloing.
I beg you know, Father Christmas, that it has fingerprints of a gun.
Fingerprints of a gun.
Yes. I can only apologize, my lord.
And although the defense's chemical analysis of the blood at the scene makes for a compelling argument, I cannot permit such untried methods to be used as evidence in my courtroom.
It's a big mistake to cross Hurley and me. A very big mistake. I know the Queen, I'll have you know.
My lord!
My lord!
There's been a witness how to arrive in the building!
I love your squeaky voice. I love.
No problem!
Thank you, officer. Go on to the stand without delay.
Mr. Eggert Benedict, if that's your real name. I didn't expect to be crossing paths with him again so soon, and certainly not like this. Because of what's your name, please? See, he looks perfect! With the group! He has the hat and the,
They all have hats.
They all have hats! It's perfect!
Thank you for complying with the court subpoena at such short notice, sir.
But of course, my lord. As an upsetting member of London society, it is my pleasure to oblige.
Now kindly state your name and occupation for the record.
Isn't it fun to talk to yourself?
Ashley Graydon, Communications Officer.
Oh, cool. Cute. Mr. Graydon and I both work at London Central Communications Station. That's a funny word.
Now, perhaps somebody would kindly explain what all this is about?
You're apprised of the situation by the court officer anyway here, I presume.
Yes, I was. Something to do with a murder that took place at a pawnbroker on Baker Street. And some nonsense about me having been there on the night in question.
That is the accusation, indeed.
This is really beyond a joke, you know.
Very well. Without further delay, the court will hear your testimony now, Mr. Graydon. You will respond to the accusation made against you under oath.
See, I'm telling you!
Ah. Gladly, my lord. Gladly.
Please, restrain for using the stands.
The accusation.
Naturally, I have occasion to make use of pawnbroking services from time to time. But are you seriously suggesting I colluded with these thugs to break into the place on the night of the murder? I have no intention of admitting to such an outrageous accusation, even if certain parties have present claim that my blood was found at the scene. Some
Scaramouche, I think.
Scaramouche. Some Scaramouche detective's homebrewed tincture can hardly be taken as serious evidence.
But did he do the
Yeah, well, I
fandango?
can't take your hat seriously, you fucker. Your speedwagon look. Oh my god.
So, you deny the accusation
He's
completely,
literally
do
just
you?
speedwagon. He's literally just a.
I must say, I am dismayed. For the highest court in the land to be swayed by this self-professed detective's toy.
It was the will of the jury, and our great British justice system demands that the jury will is upheld.
Then it would seem we have the misfortune of a most inept assembly of jurors today.
Everybody insults the
God.
jurors.
Oh, you got called out. You got.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna win the
How long
jury
am I
over like
expected to
that.
take care?
If, following the defense's cross-examination, your involvement in this matter has not yet been established. You will be free to leave immediately.
Good. Then I shall be away in time for afternoon tea.
some small consultation at least.
Well,
Let us not hold up Mr. Graydon any longer than necessary, counsel. Proceed with the cross-examination.
so we meet again, Mr. Eggard Benedict. Or is it Mr. Graydon now?
My apologies. You are?
Jonas Gunnar, defense lawyer. We have met.
If you say so. Ashley Graydon. Enchanted. So.
Nice
At least he
catch.
caught it. Right
Maybe
would have
from
just
his
let that
friend.
hit him in the face.
Just like hold
It's
that.
funny. It's funny because they're supposed to be they're farther away than it looks, so it really looks like she just
That was a good
fucking
fucking
slapped
throw.
him with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the weight of that hat?
What hat? What?
I trust we can conclude this quickly.
His hair's so ugly. But I'm not holding a flashy hat while he do. He just throws it across the courtroom to Ben Six. And then Ben Six just
It
kicks
just
him.
knocks over. It just knocks over the bottle. And he gets
Yeah, then
really
Ben
angry
Six
about
kicks it like a football. Yeet. Just like puts the hat next to him. That'd be really funny. Yes, we even met in the very pawnbrokery where the crime took place on the afternoon of the day in question. Though, of course, you introduced yourself by a different name at the time. It was Mr. Eggard Benedict, I believe. Tell me, what made you...
The witness here is here to testify about the events that took place that night.
Fuck you.
He is under no obligation to answer such unrelated questions.
You can't be serious.
Thank you. Because I certainly do not feel inclined to answer such an inappropriate question.
He's gonna be evasive, is he? In an effort to not give anything away. This could be tricky. Yeah, I understand. I get you, you piece of shit.
Like how he's looking.
Oh
Like
yeah.
how Ringo's
You can
looking.
actually,
Wait, I think... Have you
Mina,
seen these two? Yes.
can-
Yeah, I
you
can
can
pan.
actually pinpoint them if you want. If you
Yeah.
want the dialogue.
Have you seen
yeah.
these two men before? Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Wait, can I
Wait,
actually
he just
pursue
got-
them?
Yes, you can do that. It won't penalty you. You can actually do that.
Mr. Ringo Skulkin, do you have something to add?
Eh? What?
Something that was said just now appears to have got you thinking.
Oh, well, yeah. I was just thinking about me bruv Skulky.
Oh, the one you've lost touch with?
Yeah. Blimey, Kirby, it stinks sometimes, that one. Always used to give me a share of his grub when he had anything to eat.
He sounds like a very kind man.
Get out of there. These chips are mine. I'm not sharing.
He's definitely.
And also, please do it also with the other one.
Okay. So.
The way he's barely visible just kills me.
Yeah. Have you seen these two men before? So then I do it with. It was this guy now, right?
Yes.
So that.
This is actually funny.
Mr. Nash Skulkin, do you have something to add?
Eh? What?
Something that was said just now appears to have got you thinking.
Oh, well, yeah. Just think about me brub Sulky.
Oh, the one you've lost touch with.
Yeah. Gore. It'll be a right nasty bit of work sometimes, that one.
Quite two-faced, he seems.
Yes.
Or is it to nab me share of the grub when we got anything to eat?
Or favoritism, one of the two.
He was a saint. He was
does-
terrible.
Yeah, he does sound like a very mean man. Like he just has like goldfish. Like he just has the memory of a fucking goldfish. He's short-term memory. Whoop whoop. Just like oh, that thing that was said 5 minutes ago. Who cares about that? He does sound like a very
5
mean
seconds
man.
ago.
Oi! What are you looking at me for, sunshine?
Congrats.
I got the
Congrats.
achievement sulky story.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was an achievement you
Yeah,
could get.
it is.
Yeah, it's actually secret. It doesn't
Yes.
have a. It's like I think it's like the only or one of the only achievements that doesn't have a description of how to get it.
It has in in-game accolade page.
Yeah, it has an in-game accolade, but it's just all question marks.
Yeah, have you
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
these
no,
two men
it's
before?
question, but after you beat the game, it's uncovered what
Yeah.
to do.
Ah, I see.
Okay, now we're just gonna do this one.
No, I don't associate with criminals.
The
Said by a
bodies.
man who introduced himself as Eggert Benedict.
I'd like to know who I have to thank for this. Who made this outlandish accusation against me?
The young lawyer there in the black.
Fucking snitch.
It's a
Fucking
farce.
snitch!
Whose idea was it to permit an outsider to work in the British court anyway?
You're gonna have
Father
to
Christmas,
go to Lord
Father
Chief
Christmas.
Injustice for that one. Sorry.
Execution snitch on me.
Yeah, stronger just comes out of nowhere.
you're gonna have to go to Lord Chief Injustice with that one.
There's such a big shadow over Eggert.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say. Mata!
What were you at around
Yeah.
1 in the morning of the night in question, sir?
That is past the hour at which I would normally retire. Certainly.
I was not in the company of these rapscallions.
You're able to prove that.
Yuri.
Listen carefully, my learned Nipponese friend.
I know.
For you appear to be under a gross misapprehension on this point.
What do you mean?
The witness maintains he was not at the scene of the crime. He has no obligation to prove his absence. If your accusation is that the witness was present at the scene, the obligation lies with you to prove your assertion. You will fulfill that obligation before putting any more unreasonable questions to the witness.
I hate him. A silent victory wiggle. Thanks. Thanks for the wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Does that mean I can't press him?
Yeah, you can. There is no.
Penalty.
Yeah, in this whole series, in this whole duology, there was no moment where you were penalized for that.
Okay.
So-
Blood was found at the scene of the crime. There's no question of that. Mr. Sholmes' chemical analysis has positively identified the substance as such.
But I am not the only human to have blood running through my veins, am I? How dare you be sure that blood is... How can you be so sure that blood is mine? It could easily be the blood of one of these two miscreants.
Every individual's blood had a slight. Ugh. I hate you so much. Oh my god. Every individual's blood has a slightly different composition, it seems. Mr. Sholmes' chemical is able to differentiate different blood samples by. Go back.
Now go back.
Spare me the science lesson! Who is this Sholmes character, anyway?
Oh, I assumed all Londoners would know the name. He's a renowned detective.
Londoners.
Yeah. So, even you are unable to bring yourself to say great detective.
A great detective, you say? Now, where are the rubber fairy tales, are we?
What is it?
Last
Shut
trashy.
up! Nani?
What's that?
You have something to say about that, Mrs. Skulkin? Archie.
Hey. What? Me?
No, the other
Yes,
one.
you.
No, the Mrs. Skulkin next to you, please.
Right, I had to hear you. How many times did I tell you?
No, not you! Yes, I know! You're not Big Bro Sulky. The other one! Mr. Nash Skulkin!
You what?
You what, me? Is it not the case that when Mr. Graydon just spoke, a thought went through your mind? Would you care to share that thought with the court?
Eh? Me thoughts? I don't have none of those. Must have been him.
You what? You what? Mr. Nash Skulkin, answer the question, please. What went through your mind when Mr. Graydon just spoke?
Nothing. Honestly, got nothing. I was just thinking. If he waves his arm like that much more, I'll open up the wound again, that's all.
Oh.
What wound? What are you talking about?
Where he took the bullet, of course. It was only 2 days ago. He ain't gonna be healed up yet.
I love this.
Oh my god.
I love this! Makes me-
So I was, well, you know, I was swearing for him, and...
Nash,
Oh, well, spells.
Mr. Graydon, did you hear that? Oh, and he's holding his arm. Very
What?
suspiciously. Your comrade is worried about you, it seems. On account of your injured arm.
My lord,
Yes, Mr. Graydon.
I have no idea what these two wretches are talking about. Certainly, I shouldn't be expected to answer anything in relation to their mindless
Insinuations.
situations.
We know that someone other than the victim was hit by a bullet at the scene of the crime 2 nights ago. And from the height of the bullet hole in the wall, that person was likely hit in the upper arm or thereabouts. If you'd allow a court official to examine your arm, sir? The left arm that you're currently clasping with your right hand as if in pain.
No, I refuse.
Okay.
You have shown no evidence whatsoever that links me to these common thieves. Accordingly, I am not obliged to permit any such invasion of my privacy. As I've already said, I'm completely uninvolved in all of this. I've never had anything to do with the pawnbrokery where this fellow was killed whatsoever.
Now that's a lie!
I take offense at the insinuation that I was in any way involved.
We literally have a picture of you. Like, wait, he
Bullshit.
doesn't
Look
know
at this
about that.
photograph.
Does he know about that? I don't think he knows.
He has no idea about that.
Oh my god, he doesn't know about the picture, guys.
Literal.
Oh my
Doesn't
god,
know.
he doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Oh my god, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Claim to have nothing whatsoever to do with Mr. Winniebake's pawnbrokery.
My lord, the defense would like that last statement to be added to Mr. Graydon's formal testimony.
Very well, counsel. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Graydon.
I'm gonna slap you in the face with this picture.
What?
What?
What? I guess we can. Never had anything to do with it. You forget that I was there, Mr. Graydon, on the very afternoon of the incident.
Wasn't me.
Obviously, I am not a complete stranger to the pawnbrokers. I'm currently on the lookout for an armchair to furnish my study.
No, you were there to redeem an article.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do you have something to add, Inspector? Nom.
Hey, come again, sunshine.
You were there too, in fact, weren't you, Inspector? That afternoon.
Well, yes. I do remember meeting yourself in the pawnbroker's afternoon. You, your young Japanese assistant, and the accused were all present, as I recall.
And at that time, this witness, Mr. Graydon, was trying to acquire a particular article.
Well now.
Because it's because of that fucking disc, he doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm afraid I don't remember too clearly.
What? But you must!
I'm not going to lie up and try to remember something I don't.
What's going on here? He's deliberately hiding it.
Rexy showed us a picture before, didn't he? You know, from the cameras that Hurley installed in Winterbanks.
Yes, of course.
Indeed, and the gentleman's picture bears a striking resemblance to the witness, I must say.
Literally him. Exactly, which proves that Mr. Graydon was in the shop on the afternoon in question.
At no point have I denied that fact.
You literally just did. You literally just did. I have nothing to do with that, pawnbrokers. You were actually in it on the afternoon.
I never claimed I wasn't there.
Fucking gaslighter.
Yeah.
I merely
throw
entered
water
the
in
shop
his face.
to see if the article is on sale and have a word with the broker.
He's gonna get with the water spray.
Nothing more.
This makes no sense. I understand why Mr. Graydon might be trying to cover his tracks. What the fuck is Grexy doing? Or why would Gregson be trying to avoid giving testimony about what happened? It's the fucking telegram. That's all he's gonna say on the matter, is it?
What do you think, Bruno?
I think he's no intention of telling us anything. He's well aware that the less he says, the less chance he has of giving himself away.
The complete opposite of Hurley, then. He seems to think that the more he says, the better.
Well, at least I managed to prise a little more information from these witnesses' lips. All thanks to the Skulkin brothers.
Yes, they were the key to it after all.
So he says he had nothing to do with Winterbanks. Well, we know that's not true.
Perhaps now would be a good time to have a proper look for the court record.
Good idea. You never know what tiny scrap of information could become a valuable weapon. Sure. Mental script. Wait. Is it this? This article?
Oh, that image is kind of weird. It's like it has like a filter over it.
Yeah. I think it might be that article. Good idea. You never know what tiny scrap of information could become a valuable weapon. Like, I think... Are we trying to figure out... I don't think I've...
Never had anything to do with the man that was killed.
Yeah.
But, like, he came to look for the thing. Is that what we're trying to say?
Don't forget, sir, that Mr. Herlock Sholmes is the most famous detective in the world.
And the most famous detective in the world tells the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
He does. Oh no, I can't think how to answer that.
I once saw the world's most famous swindler thrown into jail. He allegedly told the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but what turned out to be a pack of lies.
Ugh.
Quiet. Now. As you are no doubt aware, the Central Communication Station is the heart of this country's information network. My work there is of paramount importance, and you have kept me from it for long enough already.
Yeah, but we could present the image, but I don't think it's that. Wait, we don't even have it, do we? We don't even have the picture of him.
But do we have the ticket? Like the thing that he came to?
Is it this one?
Yeah. Would this be it?
No. Mr. Winterbank appears to have used the bag of the stuff out of photographs to write out a redemption ticket. Done it very neatly, but still. Perhaps he ran out of paper, so had to use anything he had to hand. It's hard to know what's the front and what's the reverse side now. I doubt it. Like, I don't see how that would prove it was...
What does the other one say?
This one? This is the overcoat. Greg appears to refuse to beg of this photograph to write a redemption ticket. He's written it very neatly, but still. Perhaps he ran out of paper, so had to use anything he had to hand. It's hard to know what's the front and what's the reverse side now. It's the same. This is just also the kitty. Argo, do you have any smart suggestions here?
Got nothing to do. Okay, that's a lie, obviously.
Yeah, but I have no idea what to present. Like, there's the disc.
Sud Nash, right? Yeah. Okay, so.
No, this is Graydon, not Nash.
Put music box disc. Yeah.
Okay. That was my.
Yep.
part.
I guess, yeah, it's because we know that he went to look for this, I guess.
Yeah. No, but also his blood is on it.
True.
Have you ever seen this disc before, Mr. Graydon?
Why? Is it supposed to mean something?
This disc was until the day of his murder and pawned at Mr. Winterbank's shop. It was redeemed by the defendant, Miss Jean Lestrade, that afternoon. However, somebody mysteriously appeared to try to take it from her.
Who could
And
it
that
be?
somebody was you, of course. Wasn't it, Mr. Graydon?
As I have reiterated numerous times now, you are mistaken. That was not me. I've never seen that disc before in my life.
Yes,
Gregson, please.
it may have escaped your notice, but there's a small smear of blood on the disc.
Ah, yes, resulting from an abrasion?
Abrasion, yes.
Abrasion.
An abrasion of the thumb, perhaps?
That's right. The surface of the disc is covered in hundreds of tiny metal bumps. In the skirmish to acquire the disc, the thumb of the person who tried to take it suffered minor lacerations. So, while the disc bears the remnants of that skirmish in the form of the smear of blood, the thumb of the person in question must bear the remnants also, in the form of a scratch. Arg.
Good gracious, indeed it must.
Mr. Graydon, you refused to allow a court officer to examine your arm before. Are you now going to refuse to allow us to examine your thumb? Because I have no doubt that it bears a small scratch consistent with the smear of blood on this disc.
Oh well. It would seem I underestimated you.
What is the meaning of this?
So you admit it now. You admit you have a scratch on your thumb from when you attempted to take the disc from the defendant. He's so silly in his little stupid coat.
Order! Order! Well, Mr. Graydon?
It would appear there has been something of a misunderstanding here. I did not attempt to take the disc, as you put it. No, quite the reverse.
What are you trying to say?
It's really quite simple, you see. The disc was mine from the outset.
No, it wasn't. It belonged to McGilden, you dumbass!
Is there some crime in taking an item that you own at a pawn?
What? It doesn't belong to you. It literally doesn't.
It would seem, Mr. Graydon,
That you are a liar.
that in this piece of evidence, my learned friend has established a link between yourself and the incident.
You're literally a liar, liar pants on fire.
Accordingly, you will tell the court everything you know about this disc now. Also, I just might point out, like, Gregson literally was a witness of him being there, but...
Yeah, but he's lying for some reason. He's lying about it.
Yeah.
And I feel it's got something to do with that disc. Like, there's something on that disc he doesn't want us to, like, dig into.
Though I'm quite sure it has nothing whatsoever to do with the pawnbroker's murder.
I think we should save it here for now. Because I have no idea.
Okay.
This is, like,
Okay.
taking a while, so let's just...
The disc. Dun.
Dun,
The
dun,
disc.
What
dun.
will it be? What does he have to say about the disc?
The disc.
Will we ever know? Find out next time.
Find out next
Is this
Great
Greya
Days Attorney
Beyblade?
said.
I just saved. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll save again.
Mina, okay.
I save
No.
again. Look. Look.
Uh.
Look, I'll do it again. Look.
That doesn't matter, Mina.
I know. Look, game, see, I saved it. See that?
Yes.
Just say no.
But you want to save again? You haven't saved your game.
No!
The save has been deleted.
What did you do?
The entirety of every progress.
All
Yeah.
those
Every
2
memory.
seconds.
No.
It's just that scene from SpongeBob where Mr. Krabs just like
Yeah.
Hurts
Your Windows is
the remote.
uninstalled.
Yeah.
every memory you've had with DGS is wiped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's over.
yeah, we're
It's
gonna
all-
be back again tomorrow. We're not sure how long this is gonna take. This is quite a beefy trial. Like, it's just a trial. It's just trial, and it just keeps going. So that's gonna be fun to figure out.
Can't believe there's 10 more trials after this.
Yeah, there's this trial part 10. It's great. That
Part
was a great
10,
one.
Where everyone just wants to go home.
Yeah. It's like, come
Fuck it,
on.
I'll bet.
And,
Fine,
and
I'll let
Vanzik-
Mr. Strahd out. Just go home!
He's just like,
and
he's just
Vanzik
like,
still has wine.
Brandon's just like, fine, I killed him. I just want to get out of here.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
Van Zeeks is just fucking wasted in the corner because he's drank too much already.
It went on for too
It was
long.
me. I did it. I don't believe you.
Anyway, yeah, we're gonna be back with some more fun stuff tomorrow. And depending on how far we get, we might also get to the second game. If we don't get to the second game, we'll do that next week. We're just gonna play them in a row, so don't worry about that. Yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good sleeps. Good night. Oyasumina.
Yasmina.
Yasmina.